100, 5, 100, 5, 5, 100, 5, 100, 5, 5, 100, 5, 100, the 5, 100, podcast, the 5, 100, podcast, the 5, 100, podcast, 5, 100, podcast, the 5, 100, podcast. It's the 5100 podcast. It's the 5100 podcast.
I must thought it was a game or something. Look crispy, production. I thought it was a game or something. Look crispy,
Man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in the building, man. We finna get started. Sherelle, what it do? Master Troll in the building. What's happening?
I thought it was a game or something.
Shout out to Sir Hale in the building.
I thought it was a game or something.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Charles, one of our most loyal supporters, man. What's happening, my boy? Glad to have you here. Come on, ain't nobody got the vibes like us, man. Y'all in into a groove, and I'm feeling the head nods through the damn speakers. Shout out to the best moderator in the game, Jenny.
I thought it was a game or something.
6913.
Look crispy. I thought it was a game or something. Look crispy. I thought it was a game or something. Look crispy.
We need to do a giveaway if somebody can figure out where that beat came from and what was done with it. Only the real CJ 100 fans know. All right, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? CJ 100, man.
Is the fire.
And we are the 5100 podcast.
Yes, sir.
We got a topic to talk about today that if you in the manosphere spaces, you feel me? This is a conversation that needs to be had more, in my opinion. Especially when we talk about divorce or baby mamas, ex-wives, whatever, right? The conversation is usually centered around you should have chose better as a man, right? For women too, but this is specifically about men. So I don't know if y'all caught the show. I did. What was it, Tiz? Last Thursday, Wednesday?
Yeah,
it was one of the two.
It was Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, I think it was Wednesday too. But I did that show Wednesday, and I was talking about, the women, single mother raised boys choose. They basically choose the mothers that raised them, right?
Yep.
And that just depends on if she was a single mother that was very nice, helpful, sweet, he was most likely going to look for that in a mother, in a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. Or if you got a toxic mama, you're going to kind of look for the same things because that's just what's normal to you. That's what's average, just everyday life. You ever talk to somebody from the hood that grew up in the trenches, before they saw other people's lives, they just thought that's how everybody lived. You know what I'm saying? So this is prompt this conversation today. So I'm gonna put it on the screen just so we can keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. The topic: how do you vet a woman? Now I got a couple guys that's supposed to be coming up here to join us today. So we'll just kind of hold it down, and if they want to come in, they can. And also we'll go ahead and leave a link in the chat if anybody else want to join, preferably men. This is a topic that kind of men can speak to a little bit better, but we'll accept women too. It's no problem. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. Mandrell, you finally called the show, huh?
Mandrell, what's going on, brother?
I know you can only hear me. You can't see me because you're shorter than your TV. So if you stand up, you'll be able to see what's going on. Appreciate you being here, brother. So what's your thoughts on this? Just, the how do you vet a woman? Do you feel that this is like a really necessary conversation for brothers to be talking about?
Definitely. Like I said, bro, when we sat down and talked about coming up with this one and doing this one, bro, it's a very important conversation, especially when it comes to young men in general, but especially young brothers, man. A lot of the time, like CJ said, you go after what's convenient. You go after,
Facts.
Like you said, your mama. You go after a woman that represented what womanhood was, and a lot of the time they're wrong. So, look, me and CJ gonna tell y'all some of the experiences we had. Some of these brothers gonna come on this panel and they gonna do it as well. But, bro, it's definitely a conversation that needed. It gotta happen.
And Mandrell, I put the link in the chat, bro. I think we followed you on Instagram like a couple days ago. I couldn't find you for a while, brother. But hey, you're welcome to come on the panel too, bro. You can come up. So the link is in the chat, bro. We're gonna have this conversation for sure.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think so too. Because like I said, a lot of people talk about talking points, and we just had a conversation on a little podcast page where we were talking about talking points and reality and what purpose does the talking point serve? I think they do serve a good purpose, but it's just like, does it match up with how you moving though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it a good example for you, or are you just throwing it out there for the need to be right? You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. Bro, I agree 100%, man. We did an episode. Talking points don't equate to real life, and that's true.
Thanks.
You can talk about it as much as you want to, but that experience is something completely different. So yeah, you can have the talking points, bro. We got talking points, but 90 to 95% of the stuff that we talk about, we done been through or we done been around. So how to vet a woman, bro? Look, we learned this the hard way. Like I said, bro, trust and believe, bro. This was not nothing that happened overnight, man. A lot of failures, a lot of undisciplined ping. We learned our lesson. So we just trying to give it to other people, bro.
For the fellas that's been through these things, if you ever been burnt, if that if that wasn't a lesson for you, I don't know what was, man. But look, you got to be careful with what you do, man. Shout out my guy Papi Blanco.
Papi in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, brother? The link is in the chat, and I think I sent it to your direct DM too. So, like I said, man, if I sent you a link, or if you want to click the link, you can jump on because we're gonna cook, and we need a few males' perspective, not just ours. We'll rock out like that, but we'd rather have you guys join the show. You feel me?
Hey. Angel, what's going on now?
Angel, what it do, ski? Oh, she was around when we was in them. When we was active in these streets, nigga.
She may have heard some of the stories.
Hey, she knew Tez, nigga.
Woo! I'm reformed now. That ain't what it was back then.
We have graduated from that mentality. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But as we wait, man, we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, y'all can come on whenever you're ready, man. We're just gonna have a conversation. So let me pull down Angie and let's get to this topic, right? So, how do you vet a woman? Okay. Everybody has their personal preferences for the auxiliary stuff. Okay. Is she thick? You know what I'm saying? Is she cute? Those are things that are universal and they actually like they're moving parts. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna ever just be consistent across the board. So that's not really what we're talking about. We're not talking about I don't know. We're not talking about if she got an accent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing that trivial. This is the stuff that we think matters. But if you think these things matter, feel free to correct us. I'm gonna bring up my boy Poppy Blanco. He in the building. What's happening, my boy?
What's good, my Memphis family? How y'all doing, my country ass niggas?
Yes, sir. Just left that John a few minutes ago.
What's good?
Man, hey man, we ready to cook, man. We ready to cook, man. I appreciate you.
I told y'all I gotta come mess with y'all, man.
You do it every time. Every time you say you're gonna do it, you do it, my brother, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Let's go.
So we sort of got into this on a little podcast kind of for a second. We ain't get directly in how to vet them, but we was kind of touching around that topic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How important is it to you to vet a woman, bro?
It all depends what purpose you want to have with this girl, obviously, right? Because a lot of guys, not a lot of guys, let me say some guys, they see a girl and obviously we are visual people. It's that simple. We are visual. We like what we like. Like my man CJ might like the thick girl. Like me, I like slim thick. That's my thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's step number one, though. That's step number one. Once you start talking, like one thing about vetting them, like once you let them talk, you gotta start talking to them. Say what interest you got, with her, that might be compatible to your life. You know what I mean? What you do, and start from there. And after that, you make a decision that, well, this girl gonna be my little fuck buddy, or this I might have something in here. Or she might, you see what I'm saying? I might have something nice over here. It all depends on how she handle herself.
And what
it all depends how she handle herself. Like she pretty much what's the right word I'm looking for? She pretty much gonna determine what kind of rank you're gonna get. What position? Is that simple?
Yeah. And if she right, you'll have her like that. You know what I'm saying? Halle Berry in the action.
I mean, we all do.
All right, so I'm gonna bring on Lou, man. I've been chopping over this brother a lot lately, catching him on a little podcast page. He got an interesting perspective, so I'm gonna bring him up too.
What's going on, family?
What's going on, bro?
How's my sound, by the way? Is it choppy or not?
Nah, you
good,
bro.
You coming through strong, like you got a cheap microphone. On cheap microphone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is cheap. I'm gonna get a new one.
Oh, you good, bro. You good. So, before we just get into it, you know, what is your thought process behind vetting a woman?
Here's my opinion. If you're going to vet a woman, you better be spending that time in vetting because you want her to marry you, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I wouldn't vet a woman that I'm not looking to marry. I would only vet for marriage.
Interesting.
And if you are vetting for marriage, one of the things that I found that really works is And Poppy says this a lot too. Listen to what they do and not what they say. In translation, watch what they do
Facts.
Right.
and don't listen to what they say, because in most times it's the opposite.
We say it all the time, man.
Yeah. If you just purely listening, you a damn fool.
Yep. And from there you can set the criteria, right, on where
Yeah.
she's going to fall under. But yeah, women will use their mouth to contradict themselves all the time.
Facts.
Okay. So I got a question for the fellas on the panel. I'm gonna pull it up to make it a little easier to keep along with. Give me just a second. So I want y'all to give me a quality as far as let's just stick with the wife right now. I want to actually get into the smash, the kick it, the homegirl, whatever. We're gonna get into all these subjects, but as far as wifey, here's the question: what's a quality a woman can't have as a potential wife? Anybody can take it.
That she can or cannot.
Can't. It's at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, can't have as a potential wife.
Okay, go first, Poppy.
Obviously, if she's into those, obviously they're like taking these trips, my nigga. That's just a no for me.
He got a problem with this shit.
No, ain't not a problem because no. Listen, I'm not gonna make you do anything. Cause at the end of the day, you cannot make this girl do nothing. This is how I handle mine. When a girl starts, because let's make no mistake about it. A female gonna start pressuring you to like, because when a female start asking you what are the week, that means she wants you to wife her up. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Facts.
Okay. So once that girl, obviously, y'all spend a whole amount of time together. Y'all did a whole lot of sex together. Now she wants to be upgraded to the girlfriend position. So here's when it comes to my rules and regulations. I tell her, like, listen, man, I don't think you want to be with me in that kind of way, because if you want to be in that kind of way, is whatever I said goes, and I don't want to hear your fucking lips. Meaning, all that fucking shit, trips with your girl in Miami, Vegas, that shit is over. All that going to the club 2-3 times a week, I mean 2-3 times a month, that shit is over. And now if she checked the balls for that, hey man, you might have something in there.
What's the problem? What's the problem with her going to the club 2-3 times a month? You know, because Poppy, women can do what they want, bro. Women are free to be who they want to be, and that could be a good wife, because there's no such thing as a bad woman, bro. So I mean, I'm not understanding what you're saying. What's wrong with a woman want to have fun 2-3 times a month in the club? I don't get it, Poppy. Can you explain?
The reason that's a recipe for disaster, my nigga. And I believe it's gonna sound crazy, but I believe when you with a girl, when you have a girlfriend, you're supposed to be the quote unquote provider and protector. That's when the protector shit comes in place. You gotta protect this girl from themselves. Because this girl is gonna be put on this. I don't care how good your woman is, bro. If she goes out once every week, which equal 4 times a month with her girlfriend, we all know that your that your girlfriend always got that one slut friend as a best friend. We know that. And soon or later, her slut ass hunger gonna talk into her ear. Hey girl, let's go over here. Let's go over here talk to Jerome real quick. Let's go kick it with him after the club, right? And then they be like, "No, girl, I gotta go to my man." No, girl, you don't even know that nigga Pop. He probably cheat on you anyway, girl. Now you put it.
That's how. Hey,
that
that's
bad
how.
seat.
Hey.
Listen, they put that bad seed in their head, fam. She might not go out that night. She gonna go out. She gonna come home to you, but she gonna start putting that. Next thing you know, she see her homegirl having fun with niggas. Next thing you know, her homegirl getting flying out. That's why when I get a girl, my nigga, her friends kind of gotta go too, because single friends will destroy your relationship too, bro.
So before I get to Lou, no, go ahead, Ted. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna go. But if Lou going, that's cool.
Yeah, I can go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Lou.
The power of life or death is in the tongue. A good woman is a quiet woman. A bad woman is a woman that talks too much. Because she might get you.
They're not gonna like that one.
Real talk. A girl that talks too much might get you stomped out.
Facts.
Because there's no consequences for her, but there are consequences for you.
Yes, sir.
And because you're attached to her, you're like a lien on a property. everything she does is attached to you. I
All
got
right.
the
All right.
I got the Holy Ghost right now.
Hey, I'm saying, hey.
It started on a little podcast platform. That's what happened. You got inspired.
Yeah, my
over
boy
there.
still got the spirit. Lou, I'm a kind of go off of yours, brother. For me, it's combativeness. Like, bro, I don't like no woman I gotta argue with 24/7, man. Like, a disagreement is one thing, but to fight just to fight, like, I've never been that type of guy, bro. Like, if we can't handle this thing with a regular conversation, I ain't with it. So for a wife to have that quality, bro, it ain't gonna happen with me. Like, I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to fight. And if that's what you want to do, that's how you get excited. I don't get excited like that. I'll be ready to leave your ass. So for me,
Hey.
combativeness, I can't do it, bro.
So, fellas, okay, because I got a little cousin that's possibly watching this show. This show is to put brothers on game. Make no mistake about it. This ain't about woman bashing, as people like to say. This ain't about throwing shots, throwing rocks, and hiding your hand. This really about, the brother, like my cousin. Let's use my cousin for an example. Funny be 18. You know what I'm saying? About 6'1", light skin with the good hair. You feel me? He gonna pull, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if he got any of my genes in him, he definitely gonna pull. You feel me? So he got some shit to be worried about if he don't move right. So why is this combative thing such an issue? Because I'm asking because some women would say, well, I'm not combative, I just have an opinion. What's the difference between a combative woman and a woman that has an opinion, and why don't you want to deal with the combative woman? Let's go with Poppy first.
Man, bro, that shit drain you, bro. That shit got to be draining. I haven't had like this. I'm good at kind of detecting messed up shit, so you just got to know how to walk away, my nigga. But that combativeness is gonna drain you. You're gonna get older. You're gonna start your years gonna start becoming like dog years. Like when your birthday comes, it's like 7 years dealing with these women all day. Like, and I got this little story about my cousin too. I got a little cousin in the same situation, bro. I got a little pretty boy cousin. We call him pretty boy, right?
Yeah.
Good looking kid. He got the waves going on, dark. A lot of females fucking like him, right? Last year, about a year and a half, I went to New York, right? And he came to the house. Y'all gonna sympathize with me. What, like your little cousin always look up to you, to the older one.
Yep.
They always gonna okay. He couldn't wait for me to land in New York to show me his new girlfriend. Boy, that girl was bad, fam. Little Puerto Rican joint. Woo! Home girl. I ain't gonna lie, I was impressed. I'm like, damn, you know what to do with
nephew, that's you.
But guess what? It was one little thing. She got a baby. She got a little 4-year-old baby. I'm like, fam. Right. I'm like, hey, my nigga, she looks good and all of that, bro. You only 22 going on 23. You about to become an electric engineer. Oh. Your life is about to start pop. You ain't got no kids. I'm like, bro, listen. Facts. That right there is not good for you, my nigga. And they're like, oh man, cause you hate it. You hate it. Cause that's the first thing you tell them. They start thinking you hating shit. Like, listen, bro. Okay, where the baby daddy at? You see, I'm like, yo, look at that woman. I point out to this girl. I'm like, yo, do you see how beautiful that girl is? And he was like, yeah, man, that's what I got. Because he think he got all the game and shit like that. Yeah,
right,
you got
right,
food.
Right.
I'm like, bro, do you think her baby daddy is no knocking at her doors? No, nigga. Okay, I was I asked one question, bro. Is that nigga a good father, or that nigga is an ancient or a deadbeat nigga? Or that nigga's a great father, and like, my nigga, he's still fucking.
9 times, like he gotta be around.
Exactly. But listen. So look, that happened last summer, last year.
Yeah. The
nigga, next thing, 4 months later, I never forget that day. But nigga, 4 months later, he called me like, hey cousin, and like, hey blood, man, you was right, blood. What you talking about? Oh, you was right, blood. You was right. Oh, like, what are you talking about? Man, listen, man, she signed up. She signed her iPhone. I'm real dumb when it comes to iPhone and thing. Now that's not my thing. But she signed up her iPhone ID.
You got an Android? You got an Android?
Yeah, I got both. I got an Android and an iPhone. But what I'm saying, like, when you sign up your her phone, I think was broke. I don't know what happened. The only thing I know is she signed up into his goddamn one of his iPads. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
Yep.
Hunger forgot to log out. And
Uh,
guess what my little man find down there, nigga?
uh,
A little set stay, Hunger having fun with her baby
getting
dad.
beat down.
Exactly. I'm like, my nigga, I told you, listen, there is no more turn down for women to see a man interacting with the kids, bro. That shit
Yeah.
happen.
Thanks. Thanks.
For
So
real.
okay, so he's young. See, that's definitely a part where you be like, look, you're young. Don't sign on for a kid yet, bro. Like,
Thanks.
live your life. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get that. I got another brother in the back. We all know who he is. He infamous for the suits and Adidas and the funny ass pop-ups. My guy Sir Hell Speaks was happening.
Hey, salute my brothers. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah, you
sir.
kind of low though. You kind of low.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm riding my truck right now, so let me know if it's better.
That's cool. Let me turn the beat down a little bit. You good, bro? Go ahead. So what's your thoughts? Just on the general topic of how to vet a woman. How important is it to vet a woman, Sir Hill?
Is the difference between a life of stress and misery and being productive and being successful. It's
Thanks.
literally that. Like who you marry can make or break your life. And I know dudes want to act like they tough and they can overcome anything. No, it's two things that can break you: health issues and a person you marry. Those are the two greatest things that impact the trajectory of your life. So, vetting your woman is second to keeping your health intact for your life.
So at the bottom, we got another question as a subtopic. What's a quality a woman can't have as a potential wife?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that.
So basically, what's a red flag for a wife? Like this can't you can't marry a woman if she does X.
So if I can reverse that, so you can't marry a woman if she don't have something, and that is the ability to care. I know that might sound
Okay.
crazy, but a lot of the women today don't know anything about nurturing. They don't know about taking care of elders. They don't know about taking care of a plant. They don't have those skills it takes to nurture somebody. And so men who want wives end up marrying somebody who don't have the capacity to give them that love and that nurturing. So you got to marry a woman who got that nurturing heart and spirit. She got to bring some care to you. She got to know how to care about your heart and your feelings and your health. And if she doesn't do that, it's a red flag.
See, and as a guy that's a God-fearing brother, would you mind just telling us what's the definition of a wife? What is she supposed to be?
It's plain and simple. She is a helper to your life.
Thanks.
Well,
Jesus Christ, Sir Hill, man. You say a helper?
Yeah, man. I know it's rough, brother.
That sounds like derogatory words right there nowadays, fam.
Hey, that what they think they is, bro.
sacrilege.
Misogynist.
Lou, what you got, brother?
Oh, good. To Sir Hill's point, I think this might be a better word, maybe, to put it in context. A helper is also a multiplier.
That's my little cousin right there, y'all. That's my little cousin. We got to get him on game, man. We got to give him the
What's
game.
up, cuz?
Go ahead, bro.
So as I was saying, a helper is also a multiplier. So a woman is supposed to multiply what you give her, right? But that can also come down to the man. What are you giving for her to multiply, which can destroy you as well.
Okay.
Now, let me go back a bit to the original question, which was the difference between an opinion and combativeness, right?
Yes.
An opinion, for when someone has an opinion, they are
Hold
open
on.
to being.
Let me set that because I want to make sure we remember where we was going. So I asked, what's the difference between having a combative woman or a woman that just has an opinion and wants to voice what she's going through? Go ahead, bro.
When someone has an opinion, they're open to being wrong. When someone is combative, they don't care if they're wrong or right.
Jeez.
Because that's what the military does. We don't care if we're wrong or right. We're going in there with a purpose. And whether that purpose is right or wrong, it's totally dependent on how we view the world,
Yep.
not how you view the world. That's it for me.
Man, Lou, boy, you weren't lying about that ghost being in you, boy.
Hey, I'm a
Lying, man. He
I'm a
preaching
I'm
tonight.
a nerd in reality, bro.
I mean, but Lou, like you said, bro, you 100% right, man. I think when it comes to opinion, that's fine. Like I don't mind you voicing your concerns. Like, bro, I used to subscribe to this, and I kind of started thinking about it differently. The benevolent dictator. And I really started to think and break this thing down. And it's like I understand it, but a dictator don't even have to hear an opinion. He just gonna do what he do. So I wouldn't say it's so much for me. It's so much of a benevolent dictatorship because I like to know what my wife wants to do, and I like her opinion. The problem comes in is like what Lou said, where it's like now you can't be wrong. It's not about an opinion. Now it's I'm gonna tell you I'm right. Now we got a problem because me and CJ say this all the time. 1A, 1B. We right here, but it's 1A, 1B now. Let's not mess this thing up. So Lou, I'm with you 100%, bro.
So let me add a little bit of context to this. These two different words that could be spun either way. So let's just say you got a situation right in the house, and let's just say little Jimmy then got in trouble in school, and you're like, I need to whoop his ass, right? And the mama is like, well, you made these same mistakes too. Don't be so harsh on him. Is that an opinion, or is that her being combative to what you're trying to do as the leader of the house?
Opinion.
Okay, we got one opinion.
Yeah, so I'll say it like this. An opinion is something that tends to help. So a woman who has a good opinion, her aim is to help you to be more lucid and to be more thoughtful. Somebody who's combative is fighting you on little stuff. It's a fight. It is not about making you better. It's not about helping you to be clearer. It's Negro, I'm right. You need to submit to me. So that's the difference. And you can feel the energy between an opinion versus combativeness. Like combativeness is, look, CJ, you did this too. Now you need to stop that. And what she's doing is preventing you from helping your son to avoid what you've done. She's fighting you. In opinion says, CJ, now you remember you did this too, so don't be as rough, and you should probably talk to him as well. You see the difference?
Yep.
Yeah. Poppy?
Yes. My man Sir Hill hit the nail. We gotta listen to the married people here, man. You know what I mean? Sir Hill, it would be the perfect example what a marriage is supposed to look like. The man be married for you got 2 decades of that thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, we talk about betting, so it's more like dating. If I'm gonna try to look for a while, I would ask for his opinion and everything because he know what it takes to, you know what I mean, to keep. It's just combat to me, like I said, bro. Combating this, bro, that gotta eat you slowly every day, fam. There is no way in hell you can function. Listen, I got a couple homies in that kind of situation. Like they not married, but they've been with these women for so long that you know it's rough when they don't want to go home. Like when they whatever they get off work, whatever, and they're trying to look for every other activity besides go home.
Sir Hill talked about that today. A guy you can see
did?
it on his face. Yeah, you can see it on his face. They stay just to be there, and they really don't want to be there. Yeah.
It's at that point they got kids. They probably got a mortgage together. So they man. When it comes to that, man is smart, man. You see what I'm saying? Because it'd be like, shit, I might as well keep her. It's cheaper to keep. That's when that cheaper to keep her coming into place.
That's a fact. I trust
because
me.
I don't want to be because I have talked a couple of my friends for leaving their girl. Listen, I'm the single one, so I always got an extra room in my house because I know they be getting into with their girl, and they be like, man, I'm leaving that, bro, man. Fuck me. F there, man. F. I'm like, bro, listen, man. If you leave that girl, guess what you gonna do tomorrow? She gonna walk her ass to that court. They're gonna hit you one of those $700-800 a month child support joints. And guess what? You're gonna go from your 4-bedroom house into an apartment, fam. Do you want to do that? Nigga, you right. You better take your ass home tomorrow. Then you can sleep it up. I'll go back to him tomorrow. But because I believe men got more common sense. Now, if we flip the situation, if I'm a girl, the advice would be different. Like, girl, leave when you can do better. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, back.
Yep.
Facts. So
Hey, can I touch on that real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, look, what combativeness does to a dude, man, it kills your confidence. Like, you hear long enough, you start doubting yourself, you start second guessing yourself. Like that confidence that you used to have, you walk with your head down a little bit, your shoulders are, they're not up straight. Your fire and your energy for stuff goes away because you busy trying to prove something to a woman who you can't win with. So that combativeness, dude. Listen, there are times if this happens, you got to get out of that because if it kills your spirit, it's gonna mess up your work ethic. It's gonna mess up your ability to be productive. That combativeness kills a man on the inside, and so we got to avoid that, brother.
So basically, what we're saying is the quality you don't want a wife to have is combativeness. Is that what we're saying, fellas?
That's what they saying. Like we done rounded it up to.
Yes, of course. I mean, that's from my point of view. Yeah, that's like that's a no.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you got kids around, you might not want them to look at the screen. I'm gonna show y'all guys something right quick. Let me pull this up because the next question I have is there a dress code that a good woman or wife subscribes to? And before you answer, I'm just gonna I'm gonna show you a couple because I think today we have kind of lost ourselves in dress code because we got so laxed on it that almost anything goes. So I'm gonna show you this fine little chocolate thing. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Shit.
Lord.
Lord. So, all right. Now that's a good looking woman. Everybody in this, I mean, Sir Hale, he has no eyes for no other woman, and Tez don't either. That was another person making a sound. It wasn't Tez. So,
right.
I didn't see nothing.
My man, Sir Hale became Ray Charge for a couple seconds.
Shout out to Lady Navoa too. She always showing love in all these pages, and she back again. I'm glad to see you here, love.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, look at this. Look, see, here we go.
Exactly,
Here we go. All right, so we all agree she looks good. But with the way she's moving, with the way she's showing, and the way she's dressed, is that a way a wife should dress for the average husband? Just as far as if we're going off of what a wife and a husband should be in a relationship, is that something a woman in a marriage should wear? Anybody? Let's go with okay, go ahead, Pop. Go ahead.
Me personally, bro, there is in that particular, let's say I get with her, there is nothing that woman can do to kind of trying to hide all that ass, bro. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Whatever she wear, her feet, because she's one of the quote unquote voluptuous woman. She thick. You see what I'm saying? You can put how you call, what's the thing that the Muslim word, the jihad and something like that?
I know the name of
it. It's a jihad.
Jihad. Yeah.
She can put that on and that body still gonna show. You see what I'm saying? That thing is gonna jiggle when she walk. It ain't gonna matter. So she cannot hide it. So that outfit right there, you take her out for that's a bitch. Yeah, I mean, like me, I don't see the outfit right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Me personally, I wouldn't trip on that.
This one either, right? You said this one cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Let me. I think I know what Poppy is trying to say, which is you got some women where they can't hide it. Like it's unavoidable. And I'm with you 100% on that, Poppy. My problem comes in is when you know that and you still try to show it off. And if I'm gonna marry you, you gotta have enough respect to say, I'm not gonna put my husband in a position to maybe have to whoop a nigga ass. Oh, excuse my language, y'all. Excuse me. But I'm not gonna put myself in a position to have to fight somebody if my wife comes out like that, I believe she should have that type of mindset. Now, she can't hide it, Poppy. You're 100% right. But she can come out the house and move a little differently. That's my
But here's the
opinion,
thing, though. Let me little pushback real quick. We talking over here like on the betting process, meaning that you kind of like, you know what I mean, like an interviewing her for the wifey position. Or maybe I'm wrong.
No.
Hey,
We were saying from like this is your wife.
Yeah.
Let's say she
it's
was
your
covered.
wife. Well, that
Yeah, let's
Instagram
say
we
she
have
was
to go
covered.
though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's say she was understanding if she wanted to be your wife, she had to dress a certain way, and then once she got comfortable, Sierra, then she started wearing other stuff.
Whoa.
At that point, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind like the bikini part. If we have to go, but like the one with the dress and stuff like that to provocative, if we have to go too. You know what I mean?
Gotta go.
Yeah, that's different. I thought we was talking about more on the betting process.
Okay, yeah, I didn't make that clear. That's on me.
All right.
What you got, Lou?
Man. Okay. Of course, she won't be able to hide it, right? It's impossible to hide it. But
get it together, bro. Get it together.
She can wear something that tells us that although she can't hide it, she's not trying to show it.
Oh Lord.
And that alone is enough for this chick. Because there's nothing she can do. It's impossible.
Facts.
So, it is what it is. Other chicks, that have a little less and try way harder, we can go, a little tougher on them. But this chick, it's impossible.
Daryl Long that made his appearance, man.
Daryl Long is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay.
Did Sir Hale get in here?
Oh no, he didn't. Go ahead, Sir Hale. So with these outfits, sir, be careful.
So there's a couple of things. One, if you guys are going out on a date together somewhere, just probably between you two, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go back to it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just so you know, my screen went blank. That just
he can't see none of this, CJ.
Yeah,
he just going on what we tell him.
Right.
Yeah, hey, babe. Shout out to Lady Hell. So, like, if a lady is built, if you can't help your body, just keep it classy. That's all you got to do. If you can keep it classy, then we win it.
This classy right here, Sir. If you can, okay,
you can't see it.
Are you right? I keep tripping. So is this classy?
Can y'all please call him Stevie Wonder?
Stevie, is this classy?
Right. He got to touch the screen, and that'll let him know what she looked like. He said Stevie used to touch their wrist. Ray Charles used to touch their wrist. He got to rub the screen.
Yeah, we need to describe the girl to Mr. Sir Hill. We need to describe her to him.
I'm touching the screen, a black shirt.
Okay,
yeah. So I got a visual. So
okay, yeah.
I think with what she got on, again, if her and her husband are going out someplace like to a jazz concert or something like that, that's okay.
I agree.
Don't be out there going to Walmart talking about I'm going to go shop. No, we're trying to get some attention.
Facts.
So let me pull up another one. What about this? Is this considered classy?
Hey, that is awesome. That is cold. So you go out to this kind of attire. You take your wife out to like on a boat ride, or you go out to the beach or something like that. Have a couple of margaritas. That's what you do in those outfits. So what these ladies are wearing, they're not bad if it's in the right setting.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%, and that's what I say too. Like I don't mind if my girl wears stuff like this when we go out and stuff. I don't mind it because at that point I'm secure on myself, bro. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean. Like, but now, like going like that, but this is good. This is good. Look at it. Ooh.
And that's classy. That's classy.
Right. But see, Lady Nova said, what if she going to get some milk like that? It's going to be a no for me.
We're going to get some milk.
You right.
Matter of fact, I got some milk for you.
Whoa.
Can we Amazon Prime?
Oh, what they got? Instacart. We gonna do something. You can't go out like that. No, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll answer for me. Did you go, Lou?
Yeah, I went. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm insecure. Okay. It's certain things like super tight, super thin, back cut out, but the ass right up on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the type of guy. I'll put it like this: the outfits are fine. The poses is what I have a problem with. If like now she's single, so I get it. But even as a single woman, I wouldn't wife that. I wouldn't even like vet her seriously, just for the simple fact that she feels the needs to show it. That would be a no for me as far as wife, because I feel like that's in you. That'll never change. And I'm not into women that want to show themselves off. That's just me, for me personally, because it's like that's gonna make it harder for me to protect your ass. To be honest, that's just how I view it. Any pushback on that?
Not over here.
Not at all.
I think it's a good point. I think that's a really good point that you're making. It's just that if you get a woman who has a beautiful looks, a nice body, she's not going to be young forever. So you do want her to be able to look good, but it's just that attention. If she's doing that for the attention of the world, more so than she is for you, then that's a problem.
I'm selfish, okay? Like them my cakes. You feel me? Don't be showing like it's just like I want people to be like, I saw like let me pull up Courtney Michelle. Let me show you, because I remember I was looking on Courtney Michelle page when I first, was introduced to this godly woman, right? And I was like, I'm trying to see if she thick, and I couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but the fact that I couldn't find it turns me on as far as a woman, because it's like she's not trying to show it.
Absolutely.
So it's like I couldn't find a back shot. You just look through this. You can't. There is not a back shot present.
Oh, so you gotta pull it up, man.
Oh, my bad, guys. Yeah, it's not a back shot present. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's respectable.
Now, bro, I do want to hit on what DeAndre said. What if she's out for girls' night? Now, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, bro. This one of the things that I have always, I ain't gonna say been insecure, always been kind of iffy about. Because, look, man, we all know how girls' nights go. Like I said, these things can get out of control. And I don't mind my girl going out. But when I see her with what she has on, and I know she going out probably to a club, to a lounge, something like that, in the back of my mind, I'm always wondering, like, why would you put that on knowing the attention that it's going to cause? Girls' night just be so iffy to me, bro.
So that's a good question. Let's go with that. Fellas, do you ever ask yourself that when you're dealing with a woman that well, Sir Hell is kind of hard to say. But I mean, as a married man, if you saw your woman dressed up in hold on.
Daryl is crazy. His man, bro. His boy right here, man. God,
okay, look. So you're dealing with the lady, and she's dressed provocatively when she leaves out the house. Like, she's not going out with you; she's going out. Does that change what you said as far as? Because we're not talking about Walmart or Waffle House, man.
Right?
We're talking about a lounge or something of that nature. So does that change it, fellas?
Repeat that one more time, boss.
So basically, your woman, you said basically what I got from everybody was you don't really have an issue with your woman dressing, sexy with you going out. Y'all going out. You and your wife or you and your girl are going out. But what about when she's going out?
If we talk about from a point of view that we are a husband and wife, girls' night is out of it's not even a consideration, bro. See what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, I'm not gonna force it. If she going, guess what? We're gonna split. It's that simple. Because like I told you earlier, like once you get in a relationship with a girl, I'm gonna tell her like what I'm willing to accept and what I'm not going to accept. You see what I'm saying? And one thing about this is, if you letting your quote unquote wife going to girls' night, that means she want to run around single. It's that simple. Ooh. Like I believe, I'm not married, but I believe once you married, you gotta hang out with other married couple, bro.
Come on, man.
Poppy, I just
Sir
want to
Hale?
tell you to preach. I just want to tell you to preach, brother Poppy. Reverend Poppy, you just
Yeah,
spoke a word, my brother.
I learned that from my grandparents.
Hey, look, so here's the thing. When you get married, hey, look, all that going to the clubs and girls night out, that's done. See, like with my wife now, she would rather us go out someplace. She'd rather us do something. I have to tell her, babe, hey, look, babe, go take some time for yourself. If I get concerned when women they still trying to do the same single stuff with the married privileges. It don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Once you say I do, and I got responsibilities, well, you do too. And part of that is making sure you ain't out here looking crazy.
So is she going to a pool party like this? Acceptable, fellas?
I mean,
I'm trying to find a baseline here, gentlemen. That's all.
Man, for me, CJ, I say it like this, bro. That to me is iffy, bro. Like I said, I don't know. If I ain't third, that's already like But I don't know, man. And it's like I don't want to be overbearing, but at the same time, it's like I know the reason why I don't want you out like that. It ain't just about me. It's because I don't want you to be viewed as this single woman, just like what Sir Hale just said. If you're a married woman, you giving everybody else signs of being by yourself. That's what I got a problem with. So, bro, it's hard for me to say, man.
I'll tell you like this. If you got to say something, you probably either got the wrong one on your hands or she got some growing to do. A woman who's married, she's going to make that switch because she don't want to have you out there looking bad. Like, you shouldn't be spending all of this time worried about her and monitoring her. If she can't do that for herself, either you got the wrong one or she has some growing up to do.
What you got, Lou?
That's facts.
I wanted to hit on this real quick. Kind of the reason why women dress like they dress, even though they are with a man, right? Even though they're married. Innately, women are hypergamous. And what that means within evolutionary psychology is that although she's with you, she may not be with you forever because people fight in wars and people die. That's what happened back in the day. And so women have always needed to kind of catcall, even though they're under the protection of a certain man, just in case she needs the second man or the next man. That has always happened throughout history. So this is one of the reasons why they do it. But of course, as a man, you want to police that because if you don't control that, she will be out of control because her nature will take hold of her and you will be in trouble. But women will always do this, and you as a man, you must control it because they don't want to control it. It's not in their nature to control it, but it is your job to control it as a man.
Okay, let's take a break for a second on this. I'm getting a little hot and bothered over here, so let me calm down. We got Mandrell in the building, man. Shout out my guy Mandrell. What's happening, bro?
What's happening, fellas?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, Mandrell?
Just listening to all the dick dancing going on up here.
The who?
What?
All the dick dancing y'all got going on.
Look, we do not support that message at the 500 podcast. What? I don't know what dick dancing is. I don't know.
I don't know.
These women have fucked you niggas up.
I actually agree with that. I actually agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with Angry Man wholeheartedly on that one. These women have fucked you niggas up. Yes, they have.
Yo, CJ.
What's up?
Yo, check your DMs and send you something so you can see what's happening in Girls Night Out.
Okay, so what's your thoughts so far, Mandrell?
My thoughts so far?
Yeah.
Everybody has had a lot of good points. You know, you made a lot of good points here, but none of this stuff is going to work without self-reflection and being honest with yourself, number one, and getting to know yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay, vetting a woman comes down to this: what you want out of a woman, and more importantly, why do you want that out of her?
Yes, sir.
Is it because somebody said you wanted it out of her? Or is it because something that you really do want? I mean, because you hear a lot of people, you got a lot of people and I have a conversation with them about relationships and stuff, and it's nothing but talking points from YouTube, Kevin Samuels.
Oh, there we go.
Everybody else is nothing but that, like strictly
Come on,
by
man,
the
Dre.
numbers, right?
Okay.
And it's like, okay, yeah, I hear you, but what do you want? I want this. I say, okay, why do you want that? Because a woman is supposed to do this. Who says that woman's supposed to do that? Well, the Bible says, okay, forget the Bible. What do you want?
Thanks.
That's what the Bible wants. But what do you want? Because ultimately what it comes down to is what you want, regardless of what anyone says, even the Bible. Because maybe that stuff in the Bible don't work for you. Y'all threw it out. You got a man of God up here for whatever reason.
I mean, look,
Mandrea,
look, I completely understand where you're coming from. Like I said, whether it does come down to you, but I think what you believe plays a role in it. But I think what you say
it plays a role. I agree. It plays a role because people ask me, if you're not religious, Mandrill, why do you believe in the institute of marriage? And I do wholeheartedly believe in the institution of marriage. I think it's extremely important, especially if you're trying to start a family. And if you're in a couple with someone, and even if you don't want to have kids, you're in a couple with someone and ride out life together, even if your reason is just, I don't want to die by myself. Getting married is not a bad idea. You get tax benefits and a whole lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why would you want to miss out on that? But your reasons are what your reasons are. But the thing is, you have to have a reason that is your own and not because someone taught you that. And that's what's sorely missing from people's psyche these days. And they want to throw in religion and the Bible. You have to take that out, huh?
I got to push back.
Of course you do, CJ, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but I'm not
Memphis
being
niggas. Come on, Southern black man. Come on with your Negro spirituals. Come with your white man's Christianity.
I'm not coming at you with just to be a contrarian. I'm being honest, like with this.
No doubt. Come with it.
So, okay, I get it. You should want this for yourself.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think religion, whether you believe in it like on some literal stuff or metaphorically, whatever, the point is it's a guideline to live your life. So what if, as a man like I was taught the Christian way? Now I went my own way.
That's what's all right. I was taught the Christian way.
I went my own way, but even slowly but surely, I've come back to it because it made sense for my life, and that's what I was taught. So that could also be what you want because of what you've been taught. It's become what you want. Is what I'm trying to get at. So would that be is that a problem to you, Mr. Atheist?
No, I'm not an atheist, by the way.
What are you?
Huh?
What are
I'm agnostic. But anyway, I'm agnostic.
So you believe it? So you open to anything?
No, I'm open to the idea of religion. I believe in God, but religion is what I have an issue with. Okay. I have a very strong connection and personal relationship with God. Religion is what I have an issue with. You know what I'm saying?
Is it the practice of religion or is it the actual text?
It's the whole thing. You got to make that shit make sense to me. Because life doesn't work the way that religion says it does. It does not. That is an irrefutable fact.
We'll deal with that another day.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't want to go too far.
Gotcha. But I agree. What you taught plays a part into that. Because again, I was a born and raised Christian and believed in it wholeheartedly for many years, man, until I was in my mid-20s.
So, Mandrill, how do you vet a woman?
Depends on what I want. You know what I'm saying? I look at what I want from a woman, and I meet a woman, you talk, you spend time with her. If she has the things that I'm looking for, all right, let's get on. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and see where this is going. And only after that, let's be real. Only time's gonna tell if that woman really is what you're looking for, and if she's not. Only time's gonna tell that, because she can pretend real good for a minute. That's why you never tell a woman what you're looking for in a woman. Not all of it, anyway.
Okay, so I got a question at the bottom of the screen. Is staying with a woman the only way to avoid her becoming spiteful?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can't avoid
you take it first.
Here's the thing. You can't avoid a woman becoming spiteful. Either she's going to be spiteful or she's not. That's just in her character if she's going to be spiteful. Whether she is or not, that's just in her character, period. There's nothing you can do about that. You know,
let me lay the groundwork while I ask it, right?
all right.
Because it's the same premise of the vetting and why me and Ted decided to come up with this. It's the same premise because what you hear is if you chose better, that this wouldn't happen. And I always disagree with that because a woman could be hurt, whatever the case can happen, and after it's over, that's a completely different person because her feelings have changed. So I asked this question because it's the way I see it, from what I hear from a lot of guys, married guys, single guys, the whole gambit is that basically if you're a good man, you do right by her, but the relationship doesn't work, she won't do this to you.
That's not necessarily true. Depends on
Right.
no, it depends. Here's the thing with these relationships and marriages. There's far too much nuance to make a flat out statement like that. There's too much nuance to it, man. Because again, like CJ, I disagree to a certain extent. I agree that okay, you picked wrong because ultimately you did pick wrong. The problem is you didn't.
Right.
You may not have known it at the time when you were picking. That's the issue I have with it. You may not know that you've been picking wrong when it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can't make it. You have to do your best at least to try not to make you jaded.
Hey, can I answer this?
Go ahead, sir.
So just like we say, women need to have men. The truth is, men need to have other women to vet women as well. Because once a man falls in love, we get blind for some reason, and we got to have other sisters.
Yes, we do.
Real quick, sir. Here, but I'm just asking this because in my life, objectively, I've never seen women put men on game about women, unless it's the pimping game. Seriously. So does I agree with you, but do you think that happens?
I say yes. I've had some women who provided. I mean, like I had one of my a relative. She said, bro, most now this in her words verbatim. Most women are these. And I said, whoa. I said, wait a minute. And she said, most women are selfish and they're self-seeking, and they'll say all the right stuff. They'll do all the right things, and they'll have you really going. Most of them are that way. All of women have that in them. It is a woman mature enough to put the needs of y'all ahead of hers. You got to look out for that.
You muted, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So I think there are a lot of women who will, but to your point, a lot of women don't give the game because the truth is a lot of the women we would expect advice from were those toxic women at some point in their life as well, and they haven't admitted that and corrected that behavior themselves.
Okay, what say you, Lou?
I think most women are spiteful or they become spiteful because
Hey, Lou.
yeah.
Lou, can you get your tonsils out the microphone? You kind of loud, bro. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. This is why the black community doesn't move forward. This is exactly what's going on, you know?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
But lower my volume, bro, if I'm too loud.
It was a joke, bro. Just relax.
Okay.
I'm just playing with you.
No, I'm relaxed. I believe most women are spiteful or become spiteful because they don't live in the same reality as a man.
Okay.
In other words, we pander to women too much. They are given way too much access, freedoms, innate benefits just because they exist. And so women are more prone to become spiteful due to the fact that they don't understand what it means to live with consequences, at least in the last 50 years. So someone said you can't control a woman for being or becoming spiteful, and that's true. You can't.
Right.
They need to understand internally what's going on, and that's not something that you can do as a man for them.
Come on, man.
Poppy?
Repeat the question one more time.
Bring it home, Poppy.
So it's basically we the first question was, is staying with the woman the only way to avoid her becoming spiteful? The guy said no. And we also transitioned the question to what we had transitioned it to.
You don't know.
Damn, I forgot just that quick.
You don't,
I had it and lost it.
And you the one who asked the question.
No, I didn't. I asked the original one. It got turned into something else. Mandrill. Hold on, what'd you say, Mandrill?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna boot your ass.
CJ.
Yeah.
See, before Poppy answers, I got a question.
Okay.
So we jump right into, is should you stay to keep her from being spiteful?
Right.
Like, what are we suggesting would get her to that point where she is spiteful? Like, where's this coming from?
So I asked this question from my personal experience, right? And me having this conversation so many times because I've always been told I should have picked better, which I agree with. Who taught me how to pick, where I learned from, the background I come from played a part in that. But the reason I asked this question is because I don't see how you avoid when you at the point where the relationship is basically over. You know what I'm saying? Whether you together or you're about to leave, however you want to look at it. I don't see what the difference is in her being spiteful and you picking wrong. I just feel like she's spiteful for whatever let's say I cheated. I mean, whatever reason you want to use, but using your kids against you, trying to take the half of the earnings that you put into the marriage, just things like that. How do you avoid that? Because that's a lot of issues that men have. That's why a lot of guys at least use the reason for not getting in a marriage is because of what could potentially go wrong.
Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Anybody else want to take it? I mean, Poppy, it's Poppy. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Poppy.
Yeah, like damn if you do, damn if you don't, bro.
Facts.
Once again, man. If I believe, I'm not trying to say somebody's better than anybody else, but I believe that men got a little bit more sense when it comes to like, well, I know this marriage ain't going that well. What are the chances I'm gonna find somebody else better out there? I might as well stay here and try, because let's be honest, when there's a breakup and let's just say the man got a little something going on, you need to have to be quote unquote high value man. But let's just say this man got something going on. This man got a nice little home, couple cars, decent job. He's the one who gonna have to play. He gonna have to pay for those broken ditches, bro. You know what I mean? Because even that might be his house, but he have to want to get out the house if he decides to go into the split. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he gonna go, like I said earlier, he gonna go from living in a 4-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom apartment. He gonna go from seeing his kids every day to, if he lucky, see on 10 days every month. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, he got to pay that $500, $600, $700, $800 bill, which is child support. You know what I mean? Right. So most guys usually just take their route like, yeah, I might as well stay here because I know I'm in a lose situation. I might as well lose, and I still got my little bank account growing in my house.
and to Lou, bro, I just to be clear, because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to be disrespectful. I try to joke sometime to lighten up.
Bro, you're good.
You know what I'm saying? I want to be sure.
No, you're 100% good. If you hear my voice cracking or whatever, it's because I've been going through health issues. So if you hear something funny or if I stutter a little bit, that's why.
Okay.
Well, we gonna be praying for you, bro. Let's make that clear.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's real talk, bro.
Facts. And I guess I answer it. I don't think there's no way to avoid it, me personally. Cause man, I done been with women where I didn't motivate them, I didn't change their life as far as money, as far as their advice and stuff like that. I just wanted to clear that up. I'm like, but like as far as like changing the mentality, and afterwards it was still like, oh, he was this, he was that, and it's like, wait a minute. When I met you, you was working at Wendy's. Now she was over a plant, over a warehouse. So it's like, wait a minute, like these two different fields, and I was still everything but a child of God. So for me, bro, I just think that breakup hurts. It's like an ego thing to them, where it's like, this hurts me, so now I gotta hurt you, regardless of how the situation ends.
Okay, so
that's well said.
And I agree with that because, me and you talk behind the scenes about my situation. And I feel the same way. Like, it's like I did the ultimate sin of not validating her anymore. That's just how I viewed it. Like, it was like I made the move to say this ain't worth it. And that's a direct shot to her, which it kind of is if you want to look at it from a technicality standpoint. But, you hear a lot of guys say, what's the reason to get married? And I have my reasons, right? My reasons are for two reasons and two reasons only: companionship and children. Other than that, I really don't see no reason to get married, other than the fact that that's what God said we should do. But as far as just my humanly ways, I don't really see the benefit. And we just said that there's nothing you can do to stop her from being spiteful. And it's not like my spiteful. My spiteful just gonna be, I'm not gonna deal with you no more. I might, cuss you out or something. But her spiteful can be, you don't see your kids, you get half of your money taken. And with that, I'm gonna bring in my brother Lil Podcast, and we're gonna keep this conversation rolling. My guy, what's going on? Put the hot dog down, bro. Damn. No, that man eating. He'll be on in a second. But what do y'all say to that, bro? Just the fact that it's a hell of a risk, man.
Well,
why should a man do it?
I gotta say this and I gotta drop. This is too dope. One is, fellas, no matter how good the woman you are with, every single woman has the potential to be spiteful. Every single one, the most beautiful, softest, kindest, sweetest people. I often say this: as sweet as you see somebody, everybody has a flip side. Everybody has a flip side,
right?
And so just know that the difference is maturity. When a woman either she really loves you, or she can't believe you moving on, it can trigger her response. So you can't control that. The best thing you can do is you not retaliate off the spite. You just protect yourself. But to be honest, there's no 100% way to protect yourself against that, because you don't know what a woman really would do when she's really hurt.
Okay,
and that's just the truth.
Well, why should you get married, Lou?
As a man today, I don't see a reason to get married. I wanted to add on to something that Poppy said earlier.
Okay.
See, as a man, other men are willing to. So, for an example, if other men are willing to supplement other men just in order to see them become better. If you're having trouble at home and that problem is money and you're my boy and your girl's being spiteful, air quotes, I'm willing to supplement that problem for you just to see you better. Women are not. Women are not. Let's get it clear. And as far as the marriage thing goes, there are too many things that can go wrong that a man may not ever come back from if he gets married today. You can buy companionship, but you can't go back in time. And I know that's a little rough, but you can't gain back the time you spend with a woman building just to be destroyed.
Come on,
right?
man.
I can buy everything but salvation and health. I can't buy back my time. That's my opinion.
Okay. Sir, here, I know you had to get out of here, so you want to leave final words before you leave? All right. Little podcast.
The black woman is God. The black woman is God.
Oh my
God. Oh man.
What you got, bro? What you got, man?
First
of all, y'all go check out my guy. I seen your little podcast. I think brother got like 1,000 followers in 4 days. So y'all just keep supporting him. You feel me? Them cash out rolling in, so you ain't got to cash app him no more. He got enough money. You feel me? So yeah, check out his, check out his page. But go ahead, little podcast. You got the flow.
Yeah. So, because my ego is really big at this point, I wasn't really listening to none y'all said because I'm the man. I don't gotta listen to y'all. Y'all gotta listen to me. The black woman is God. The black woman is God. Nah, man. Listen. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm y'all can tell I've been changing my tune, right? I've been trying to look at things from a positive perspective. The thing that's bothering me the most in this very moment about the black community as it attains to women is that it's some really overweight, not so attractive women out here who think they better than the average black man as far as earning goes.
Mm.
And when we had these conversations on YouTube and on Facebook and all these different social media platforms, we interacting with good-looking women, from the Courtney Michelles, the Shantays, the Laurens. All these women are very attractive women, right?
Okay.
And so we having a conversations with them. But after I had a conversation with them, a couple of them last night, I realized they don't even really matter. You know what
Go
I'm
deeper.
saying? Well, their mind is focused
Pause.
on the 1% of men, right? There's
What make
a
you say that?
group-
What make you say that?
Well, by the way that they talk, with the you know, their main talking point is that 43, 41, 47, depending on who talking, $47,000 a year ain't that much, right? It ain't enough.
Okay.
So what they always say is they look towards the 6-figure guy, 6 feet tall, 6-pack, you know what I'm saying, all of that. So they looking at the 1% of men, right? So therefore they don't really matter. You see what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Y'all can have that. Y'all stay over there looking. It's the, I'm gonna say 18 to 32-year-old women that we need to be concerned about. Because from 18 to about 25, they're young enough where they still moldable. The right man coming along and loving them a certain way, guiding them a certain way, can change them and kind of dismantle the corruption in their programming, right? And then if you go from 25 to 32, you probably got to throw a kid in there, maybe 2, right? So they raising the next generation of kids. So they still matter. You see what I'm saying? But when we start talking about the older women, well, they got older kids. You know what I'm saying? Kids is damn near teenagers if they ain't teenagers already, right? They probably too far along. Ain't none of us good enough for them. And their eyes is focused on a particular type of man, a 1%er. So we got to really focus on a specific demographic. And I've heard too many men say in this stratosphere that when they not on YouTube, they don't hear these same type of conversations. And I'm one of them.
Yeah, that's true. I
You know what I'm
agree with
saying?
that. Yeah.
So even though I can see the behavior, right, that we talk about, I don't hear the conversations.
Right.
So that says to me that we as the particular men, right, that like you said, even though you might have your pessimism about marriage, you still want it.
Right.
There's still a value there for it, which means your greatest work is going to be done offline. Your greatest work is going to be when you find somebody, you know what I'm saying, in that age range, and then you finally become the thing with that woman that we all want, or that most of us want anyway, right? Same thing for me, which is what I'm trying to do with my lady. But I know I got nieces, and I see the behavior that we talk about, the toxicity, the mindset. They gonna end up with all these bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the stuff that we talk about in these YouTube streets, man. I see it with my nieces. I've seen it with my aunts. You know what I'm saying? The women in my life, bro. I see it. And so for me, you know what I'm saying? I really want to connect with them on a deeper level to say, hey, look, come over here. Look at this guy. Look what these guys talking about. Look at
So let
this
me
is
ask you
what
a
you need to
question.
be focused on, because you following the wrong lead right now. You see what I'm saying? Those girls that's focused on the 1%, you can't even follow them. You can't even listen to them. You see what I'm saying? They in a whole nother mindset that we can't change.
So let me ask you this. The question at the bottom. What's the quality? Matter of fact, because you got your woman. So what makes you say she's a wife?
Because I can't do no better. Yeah, I'm stuck. Yeah, this is the best I'm gonna do. You know, I could get somebody that look better. I could probably get somebody that make more money. You know, I could probably get somebody with a better body. But
See,
I'm not gonna be able to go through all the stuff that we've went through already again. Shit ain't happening.
you just hit on something because you basically with your whole soliloquy that you just gave, basically what you were saying was women aren't willing to do that. A lot of them anyway. To be like, okay, he's not 6'7.5". He doesn't make $990,000. You know what I'm saying? But he's a strong leader. He's a protector. He makes me feel good. Or is that just a talking point that they can't do that? Like, do you really believe because you don't hear it in the streets that they don't feel that way?
No,
Anybody can answer that question.
Yeah, they desire, right? They desire the same things, right? They all want the same things, and I shouldn't have said want because I meant desire. But they desire the same things. But most women, we say they're delusional, but their actions prove otherwise. They dealt with niggas like me. I didn't have nothing. And they still was giving it up to me. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like most women, I believe, date on potential. They have their desire, right? But then they look at what's in front of them and then they check in boxes. And then that's who they decide to pour their attention into. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the women that's in front of them is saying, focus on this one particular type of man. That is the troubling part. So we can't even focus on those women. We got to focus on the women that's focusing on those women. You see what I'm saying? So that we can give them the correction that they need and change their directions. So that's why I'm choosing to do a little bit more loving on the women, right? My mama used to always say, you get more flies with honey, or was it sugar or some shit?
Vinegar.
You know what I'm saying? And so, that's why I'm trying to add a little bit in there so that they can be like, okay, well, this dude don't hate women. Let me listen to him a little bit more. No, I don't hate y'all, but listen, this is what we're trying to say, baby. You got to understand, you 5'6", you 237 pounds, and you got 2 kids. You might just want to give CJ a shot. If CJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if CJ is at your door, you might want to open that thing up. You know what I'm saying?
Open that joint for Mika.
You might want to prioritize his monogamy over his provision. You see what I'm saying? That's okay. That should be a little bit more important to you.
So, Poppy.
Yes, sir.
Based off what he said, this is how I came up with this next question. Does a woman's desire trump reality?
Yes, man, because the reality is way different than our reality, man. And you can, I don't know how many people, I think a lot of us in here are fathers, I believe. So you got a boy and a girl. So you love them both equally. Don't get me wrong. That's me. But you raise them differently. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the reality for my little boy is way different for the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like for your little boy, life is gonna be a whole lot harder. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let's say my little boy start working. Let's just say my little boy start working at McDonald's. Jeff Bezos, why ain't gonna go through there and wife him and talk to him? You know what I mean? Now for my little girl, that might change. Jeff Bezos might come over there and change her life just like that. You see what I'm saying? She would go from McDonald's to be with a guy that would take care of her and all of that. So we got a harder life, even though they want to say that life is harder now, man. Our life is way harder. You see what I'm saying? So we got to go through, like, we get smoke over here at a super high rate. You know what I mean? So and it just like, and it's like this, man. When it's your fault, it's your fault. When it's a man's fault, it's a man's fault. But when it's the women's fault, it's both of our fault. You see what I'm saying? So either way, you're getting blamed.
Yep.
See,
even when they cheat on you, they be like, "Well, I cheat on you because you didn't pay attention to me, and remember I told you I love you. You said love me back, so I got love for somebody else." See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
let me ask this. I ain't mean to cut you off, Pop. I get it back to you in just a second. Okay, what I want to get to, and I want to go to Tez, then Lou. when I do this. But this conversation is how we get the reputation of being bashers. Even though we're not doing the B words and going in, it's still, it's like we're making excuses from other people's perspective. And this is the trouble that we have with men and women being in this space. Like that's, and we got to have it to a degree. So I'm not saying women shouldn't be here. I personally believe women should be visitors. That's just me. But even with that, us just speaking this truth of our reality, it gets denied. It gets looked at as an excuse, even though we know it to be true. Or is it our bias as men that make us see it like that? I'm just putting the question out there. Let's go to Tez right quick.
All right, so what I'm answering that question or
yeah. Both of them. Well, you can start with does a woman desire Trump reality? Start with that.
I believe it does. I believe the desire Trump the reality because, like Poppy said, a lot of the make-believe stuff has been told to you that it's real. We see that with your movies, the books, and songs, and all of that stuff. So a lot of the things that are fake are being told that, hey, you can have this real, when only 2-3% of people ever get that. But
so when you say that, they think that you're, for lack of a better word, downing them or trying to take a choice from them. What's your response to that?
I mean, that's why it's so hard to navigate in this space, bro. And you hit it. That's why you said, bro, we don't knock women for being here. But like you said, it's a visitor's pass. Because as a man, I should be able to have these conversations without the judgment. And it's never to bash. Me and CJ done always said this. Every podcast we done ever done is never to bash. We just speak on the subjects that men want to speak on. So I think, bro, what happens is most women that hear this stuff take it as a personal attack when we could be talking in general. But it's, I had this shoe on, so he talking about my feet. You feel me? So that's how it is, bro. And to me, it's so hard to walk that line. And I know every brother on this panel, the one that was here and the one that's here now, then felt it.
So Lou, does a woman's desire Trump reality?
Of course, because like I said before, the reality in which where they live is not the same as ours. But the biggest problem is that there's a bridge for women and not one for men. So a woman can come from her reality and benefit from our reality. And when it benefits them in that way, they can go back to their reality and seek protection.
What do you think about this comment right here? Even if it does, a man's reality trumps any fantasy. He provides the path, the truth, the instruction. Move over and get to the back of the bus.
But if a woman doesn't accept it, what does it matter?
Man, see, that's why I'm different. The black woman is God. Because at the end of the day, that comment comes with a level of responsibility. You understand? And it's a level of responsibility that I don't want to shoulder, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I'm cool on that. I'm straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had to be nigga, because I want to live. Straight up, bro. Like if I have to be a bum ass nigga, broke dusty nigga who lived with his mama in order to make it to 70 years old, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't want to check out this bitch at 58 just so somebody could say I was good as a husband or a provider. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, bro. Like I used to think like that. I don't think like that no more. I'm closer to 70 now than I am to 21. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's more about goddamn it, living life. You know what I'm saying?
That Chicago came out. God damn it, living life.
I'm just saying, bro. Like in real life, if you look, you can literally look this up, bro. I think I'm gonna bring this up on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a website that I found where they do life expectancy by state, and the black men in Illinois, they ain't even really making it past 60. Now my mama's old man is like 80, 81, but they just was talking about he already beat cancer once. They was just talking about he might have another lung cancer now. He just had a stroke. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he lived a lot of the years. He got a lot of kids and a lot of grandkids. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, he wasn't really married for no long period of time. He was out here doing his thing. Got a lot of kids and a lot of baby mamas to go with them kids. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, even though I can respect where sister coming from, y'all know I rock with Jenny Marina, right? I love it. But at the same time, like I said, it's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. That sounds like I'm working and paying all the bills and you watching Days of Our Lives during the daytime. And that just ain't something I'm subscribing to.
You old, bro.
Bro, that show still come on damn
yeah, that's real. That's real right there.
So, okay. So, what's the solution for you if you're not going to provide the path, the truth, and the instruction? What do you do?
Man, listen, we gonna work. We gonna build. We gonna get these we gonna open up these investment accounts. We gonna put together this business credit. We gonna get some property, and then we gonna retire.
You plan on having more children?
Don't have to work.
Lil Poppy, my bad. Lil Podcast, let me push back.
Lil Poppy.
Lil Podcast, let me push back. Now, in the world that we live in, you can't say that you're a traditional man then, because they say that a traditional man pays all the bills. He does all of that. So are you fine being called an untraditional man?
Yeah, I'm a gangster. Yeah,
I'm a P.
Right, I'm from Chicago. I'm a whole. Yeah. I used to be a vice lord, but I'm born a gangster. I'm different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're a player.
I'm from Cabrini Green Projects, bro. I seen the worst of the worst and the best of the best. Mm-hmm. And what I realized is that I'm an average nigga. That's just what I am. The only way I'm gonna not be average is if I get with somebody and build. It's just that simple. Because I need a reason to do something. I need a reason to do something more than I have to do. Let me say that one more time. I need a reason to do something more than what I have to do. You understand? Okay. I can go move to a small town in the suburbs somewhere, give me a little pussy ass job, bro, and a little pussy ass apartment and be straight. As long as my kids finna level up, I'm good, right? But then I got a woman. And so because I got a woman, I want to be able to retire myself and retire my woman so I can lay up with my hand on my woman's ass on Myrtle Beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, that becomes the goal. So now I have to do more than what I have to do. And that's what makes me okay with it. So in a sense, that makes me more of a traditional man, right? Because I'm using my woman, who is my family at this point, because I think the question was about to be asked. So I'll answer it. Nah, I don't want no more kids.
Okay.
I would love to have some more kids, but I don't want to bring no more kids into this world. That's unfair. It's selfish, bro.
So if you had children, do you believe that your mindset would be the same? If you were like having newborn children, do you think you still have that same mentality?
Nah, it'd be different, because I would want to push it to the limit to where my kids wouldn't even have to deal with none of this outside shit.
Gotcha.
It'd be something that they do from, like, you know what I'm saying, 16 to 20, just so they can develop a work ethic. And then outside of that, okay, now take over this trucking company. Okay, now take over this particular rental property. Okay, now here go these S&P 500s that we put together for you. So you start your adulthood off with $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. So yeah, it would be different if I had kids.
And I was talking to my ex the other day, and I'll yield the floor. I ain't gonna be long. But I had a conversation with my ex the other day, and we were talking about this. She was like, because I'm a guy that's, if I'm the guy that's gonna pay 100% of the bills, right? But it comes with a caveat, though, if we're gonna have children. Because the only reason I say that is the same reason you said it, bro. The world that they're gonna have to live in. I need a constant force that takes my message, takes my culture that I'm passing down through my wife to my kids. They have a constant reinforcement of that every day. Where she doesn't have to work, her job is them kids in that house. If I'm not having them, we're not having children, I don't see the point of me paying 100% of the bills. Honestly, I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
If we're not sitting each other down, then what's the point? So with you, I'm with right there. I agree with you. What about you, Poppy?
Yeah, it's the about paying the bill.
Yeah,
Pay 100% of the bill. Yeah, I did that before, man. I did that with the mother of my kids while she was born. I don't know if I told
you
you the
talked
story.
about that on her. Yep.
Yeah, but like, I'll repeat it one more time real quick. Yes, when my the mother of my child started going to law school, this is before the babies even came. Like I offered her like I was gonna get an apartment and pay because when you in law school, you cannot work. You cannot work. And she tried to work. She trying to work, but that was affecting her. How good she was gonna be in school. She was failing actually. So she finally listened to me. I got her an apartment and then she got her little law degree. Now she's a lawyer making almost $300,000 a year. So you know what I mean? Like you gotta do sacrifice and stuff like that. But to touch on the first question you said, like they live in a delusional world. Like yes, they do, bro. They live in a completely different world because it's different than ours. And I'm gonna use this as an example. We got, I mean, everybody know who Aisha Curry is.
Yep.
That's Stephen Curry's wife, right?
Mhm.
She's the perfect example. She's married to a guy that have signed two $200 million contracts in the NBA. She is married to a guy that that got equity on what company? Under Armour. Under Armour.
Yep.
So he Under Armour himself for 20 bills. That man getting at least 2 bills out of that deal.
And he the face of it. That's the thing. He's the face of it. Yeah.
In some way, somehow, this woman went to that. What's the name of that thing? With the Jada Pin, bro.
Red table talk.
She went to the red table and complained and said that niggas is not liking her pictures. She went there to complain, to say when she go to goddamn Walmart or Whole Foods grocery store, niggas is not paying attention to her. I'm like, yo, you already won at this game named life. You got everything. Most women find that man attractive. This man is probably gonna go down one of the greatest player ever. But you worry about niggas liking your fucking picture, and she actually cried during the show, bro. So obviously she was serious.
Why wouldn't I?
You see a man walking down the street with a bunch of bags.
It's type crazy, bro.
So she actually cried during the show. Talk about it. Is it me? Is it me that they ain't liking me like that? I'm like, yo, you married.
So let me pull some up for you guys right quick, because this is and I'll let Lou go after that because I know he's been quiet for a minute. But you know, podcasts like these guys, I kind of like them too. I've been starting to watch them more. But check this clip out.
Old lady walking down the street and she got a bunch of bags in her hand, right? Would you help her to the house?
Why wouldn't I?
You see a man walking down the street with a bunch of bags in his hand.
An old man?
Nah, this is a man. A strong
But
man.
you said an old woman.
I'm gonna get to my point. Would you help him?
If it was an old man? If it's an old
No.
A
regular man like me, anybody here saying
no,
you're not gonna help her, right?
And 10 times alive, and you stronger than I am.
Right. So when somebody portrays strong energy, it makes it feel like they don't need any help. So why would you help that person?
I need
females
you to
are
do
females
this.
are portraying masculine energy. So why would you want to?
Why though?
Why would you want to?
Because guys are now bitch ass.
Y'all don't give us the need
and I'm dead
anymore,
serious.
so
Y'all
okay.
are bitch ass.
So you dated a lot of, because if you didn't date a lot of,
I haven't dated a lot of, but I see social media and I see what's happening.
That's not reality, though.
It is.
And you know it's not
reality. It is
though. A little podcast.
Fuck. The Puerto Rican woman is God. The Puerto Rican woman is God. Shit, man.
Oh shit.
That's
I
rough,
was trying.
right there.
I was really trying. Like, see, this is what I'm saying, bro. We don't get that the programming is real, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers really don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she literally just tried to lie and say she didn't date a lot of niggas. She has.
Yeah, we saw that.
She's definitely been tossed up, right? That's a part of the vitriol that she carries.
Mm-hmm.
The second part is she knows 99% of men are not gonna look at her and want to offer her the things that most women want. Okay. Then the third part is programming, which is super deep. And you know it's programming because she literally just said
social media.
No, I ain't been with a lot of niggas, but I've seen on social media. What have you seen on social media? If they would have went further into that, I bet you all she would have said was she seen niggas doing exactly what we doing right now, which is calling out bad behavior. And so to you, you think that's bitch assness, right? Because a nigga won't tolerate you.
So the reason I want to play that part was the part you just mentioned, and also the part that she wouldn't help that man with all them groceries. Now I get it. The social expectation is that he can handle it. I mean, you got memes of guys saying, I'm only taking one trip, and he holding the bag between his butt because he don't want. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
a fact.
So I get it, but it's like, to your point earlier, podcast, if you could help me, why would you watch me do all the work?
The thing that trips me out about this, and I think I actually mentioned this on the show with Shantae and them last night, is that women, right, in the war after World War II, they had to send a lot of women to work because there was so many men going off to the war, right? These women after this did not want to go back to just being housewives, and thus became the second wave of feminism, right? Okay, watch this.
I got you, Lou.
Watch this. If you got out here now and you've had to work and you had to struggle, you complain about having to do it all by yourself. You see how hard that is. Why the fuck do you still want men to do it that way?
All right. Lou?
Man, after she used the B word with the N word together, I didn't hear anything else. I have to be honest. Women should not be allowed to use those two words in a sentence and get away with it.
Thanks.
But to the point, if I see don't worry, baby. If I see an old man with bags, I will help him. We don't need you to help us. You need us to help you, but we don't need you to help us. Let's be clear. So when you call men BNs, man, listen, I gotta go on mute for a second. There's no way, bro. There's just no way that they can be allowed to say that on a podcast and get away with it clean. There's just no way.
Well, it's 2022, right? So we know what it is. That's why I think I understand when CJ said, and I think also Tez agreed, correct me if I'm wrong, about the women actually being in this space. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you though, I don't necessarily have the same mindset. Like if I had it my way, my panel would be 6 to 7 women and 3 to 4 dudes every time. Because when you have a panel full of men or like one woman, like today we had a panel and it was basically one woman up there for the majority of the time, and that was Janae. It went well because we all have respect for Janae, right? And Janae is different. She's not loud, belligerent, ignorant, over talking, none of that type of stuff, right? So, but the reason why I would prefer it that way is like last night, we had 5 women on the panel and 3 dudes at one time. Well, 4 dudes, me, Logic, Trill, and Rojo. So you had 2 girls that was expressing the toxicity. You had 2 girls that were counteracting the toxicity. And then you had 1 girl that was kind of straddling the fence. You see what I'm saying? So we had the bad and the good. And you need that in order, you need that in order to address the issue. We could talk about what's wrong all day, but if we can't visually see the correction, then it kind of becomes a moot point. So I would prefer to have women on the panels just so that we can get the a greater examination.
So where me and Ted, go ahead, Ted, go ahead.
No, I think you about to say what I was about to say. Go ahead, see. I think we was on the same thing.
So we agree with that. My thing is content creators speaking on men's issues that are women. Like that, even though I understand it and I understand why it sells and why they get the subscribers that they get, because it's validation. However, I think that's our problem as black men for sure. Is that we need the validation of women. Now, conversation is different. We want to balance out a panel. You do a specific show. Like when we do certain shows, we just want women. We don't even want men at all sometimes because we play the balance of two. It's two of us already, so we play the balance of the masculine energy. But as far as like creators in the space, I think that has caused more harm than good. My personal opinion.
And I'm just gonna go in too because I think the same way, which is, like I said, if y'all don't know, we do a real podcast. Like we ain't just on the YouTube thing. We got a legit podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to. And some of the conversations that we've had with women on, and we've learned some things from that. But it's still the 5100 podcast, which is two brothers expressing themselves. So when women come on, they come on because we have a specific conversation that we want to address with them. Not because we feel like they mindset or the way they think is invalidated. It's because, hey, for this conversation, we need you for this. We need to hear how you feel about this. But when it comes to us encouraging brothers, I don't need no woman behind me or hyping me up to tell me that, because most women can't identify with the way that we will handle things. So little podcast, I'm with you, bro. I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, I believe a lot of the conversations like this panel, it was unnecessary to have a woman on the panel.
Right. And that's, here you go. Does a woman's desires trump reality? Like that's why. Because it's like with certain conversations, what they believe is to be true and what they desire out of a man would trump the question of how do you vet a woman. You know what I'm saying? It just wouldn't work, in my personal opinion. But yep. So you got anything, Poppy?
On that little video that you show.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, that's in America, that's my home. They from Brooklyn. You see what I'm saying? So that's how they get down over there, man. You know what I mean? That's why, like, if you're good with girls in New York, the rest of the country becomes nothing for you. You know what I mean? Because those girls out there are pure. They're like 45%.
You might want to try Memphis, nigga. Yeah, I don't know. Memphis is a different breed, my boy.
Trust me. I only been in Memphis for a little quick 4 or 5 days. Trust me, bro. New York is a different animal.
We got shooters out here, nigga. We got female shooters out there.
Yeah, I'd rather get shot these females in New York with this live niggas' faces and stuff like that. But look, yo, that's how they talk over there, man. You say, right? Nah, man. But these females they're suspectful because they know they don't suffer no consequences, bro. You know what I mean? They don't. And
you think that's the majority of women like that? Ooh. Like not necessarily that aggressive, but with that mindset.
Yeah, in 2022 it is, man. Like we got to do it by age bracket. If she's between, I don't want to do the teenage shit, but I'm gonna start at 18. Let me start 18 all the way to about 32. That's when they start waking up a little bit. Okay. You see what I'm saying? If she thinks that she looks good, if she thinks, like, for example, all of them gonna think they are 10s, right? Right. So they're already gonna have that they're gonna have that mindset. Even the big girls think that they 10s nowadays. So they already got they already gonna inflate their little value, whatever. So they're gonna call niggas bitch ass niggas. You gotta pay attention to stuff like that, man. That's what when we get in these panels and you slightly disagree with one of them, what's the first thing that they're trying to do? Oh, you and your feelings. No, man, I just disagree. That's it. I don't know you from being my feelings. What you talking about? I can care less if you died today. I ain't gonna be on my feelings. Like if you that doesn't work, they go a little bit further. Now it's when like, you gay, you broke. You see what I'm saying? Who hurt you? That's why, like, I know really liking. I don't like only with certain people do little panels with females because at some point, they're going to insult your ass. That's what I said earlier today. I have more arguments with females, not necessarily argument, but I have more like a heated altercation with female on YouTube in the 7 months that I've been doing this that I have done with girls in real life, my nigga, in the past 10 years. Because I don't talk like this to females, bro.
So let me ask y'all all a question. With those disrespectful women on the panel, or women that got the strong opinions, however you want to frame it, I'm gonna start with a little podcast. Does it matter if she's the one saying the podcast, or is it all the way around for you? Anybody that disrespects you, any woman that got this opinion, it's all the same for every type of woman. Does this woman make a difference right here on the screen?
No. Forgive me because I'm chewing.
On a hot dog.
No, it don't make a difference. Like, I can't remember what exactly it was. I can't remember which episode it was, rather. It was a specific episode of Kevin Samuels, and he went in. It wasn't too long after the Average at Best, and he went in on the chick about the way she was addressing her. And I just remember after that point, matter of fact, I know what it was. I remember. Y'all know about Clubhouse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He was on the Clubhouse with a bunch of people.
Yes, she does, Jenny. Yes, she does.
And bro, he went in. This lady was on there. She was being all aggressive and this and that. And he ended up kicking off the show. And then there was one lady like, oh, come on, Kevin, you ain't got to be like that. And then he was like, wait a minute, what makes you think I should have to deal, you know what I'm saying, with that attitude and her speaking to me that way?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, and there was a couple of other women on there like, yeah, like, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? What is the point? Why are you being all aggressive? Why do you even have to address the man in this way? And he was just like, that one-way aggression that we've been dealing with in the Black community, we're not doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not healthy. And then the young lady that was in the show with him said, yes, that in our community, there's this expectation for Black men to have this unnatural level of restraint, to tolerate belligerence and verbal assaults. It's just like, it's not natural. And so ever since that point, bro, I just been like, no, I can't, like, even when I see it, it don't gotta be me. When I've seen women doing that to brothers, I'd be like, yo, nah, who you talking to?
Do y'all get why I asked the question?
That same dude you talking to crazy right now, you would want him to save you from a burning vehicle. You would want him to stop a man from assaulting you if he was walking down the street and saw it happening. It's just a certain level of respect that we should extend each other. And I believe that same thing applies to men too.
Yeah, man. Yes, nobody cares, man. Everybody. But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. This is more like an American kind of thing. I tell you, I travel the world a little bit. You see what I'm saying? You only see this in America, my nigga. Like you ain't gonna see this like in Colombia, Venezuela, countries like that, Panama. Hell no. If a woman call a man a bitch ass nigga, so
she's out of there, bro. She's out
not
of there.
necessarily she out of there, but
Not out of there like that. Like she's gonna get slapped. Yep.
A nigga gonna smack the block of her. Not that I'm saying that I'm condoning stuff like that, because you gotta do disclaimer for everything goddamn on YouTube nowadays. Condoning that. But
right.
They know what time it is over there. They know they will even finish the sentence. Oh, you a bitch at black. What you gonna say? Nothing.
Facts.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So
the thing is, like over here, they go overboard with the disrespect, bro. I'm telling you, they go overboard, my nigga.
No, I agree.
Yes,
I definitely
for
agree.
an argument. It didn't even have to be nothing serious. Listen, I always tell this, bro. In my lifetime, I have seen 3 niggas smacking the dog shit out of female, bro. But I don't see over 30 cases where a female swing on a man. You see what I'm saying? So like you tell me who's the violent.
Okay, so the reason I pose the question, and I'll get to Tez, then Lou. The reason I pose the question, I know y'all know to a degree, but I want to make it apparent for my cousin that may be watching or any young man that be watching. A lot of guys will get in front of a woman like this, and they'll let her do whatever she wants.
Yes, sir.
They'll allow her to talk any kind of way, and that's because they haven't had a chick like this before, mostly. And the other half of it, they just don't respect themselves as men. But to y'all point, you should look, man, when a woman out of line, especially us as men, we gotta hold the line, bro. And not enough of us hold the line. We get to calling women queen. We get to calling women the black woman is God because she look good. And it's like, let's say this woman was just a butterface. You know what I'm saying? Everything look good but her face. It will be the same energy because somebody trying to smash. Now, maybe that's a part of our nature and we have to correct it. Or maybe we just weak. Whatever the case may be, I ain't trying to catch it. So why do you think, guys, and Tez, I'll give it to you first, then Lou. Why do you think, from your perspective, that guys will allow a woman like this to get away with murder?
Because she fine. I
She
mean,
got
'cause she
ass, though.
fine. That's it. Facts. I mean,
That's
bro,
that's what the homie would tell you, though. The homie would say, she got ass, though.
them facts. But see, CJ, this is my thing, bro, and I make this, more personal. I was one of them guys before I went through my thought stage of where a woman like that could have said anything to me and I wouldn't have cared because in my mind, she was the validation. Oh, I can pull her.
Ooh.
Oh, I can pull this. Oh man, can't nobody tell me nothing. So I wouldn't have cared how she talked to me, how she viewed me. Having her on my side was the validation. And bro, you spoke on this. It's a lot of young men that believe sex and fine women are their validation. But when you go through what these brothers on this panel went through, you start to realize like, if I don't consider myself a prize or validation, not only women, men will start to view you as less than. Now that's when I had my wake up moment, bro. I'm like, hold on. Ain't no man gonna treat me like this, and ain't no woman gonna treat me like this. So for me, I don't care what you look like, because over here, I'm good, bro. I don't need you. My value high whether I got you on my side or not. So that's how I look at it, bro. I don't need that. I done been there and done that.
Lou, then Marcus.
This is an American phenomenon. Like Poppy said, in Brazil, there are 5 fine women to 1 man. And so their value isn't Brazil, correct. So their value isn't overinflated like American girls' values are overinflated because there are fine women everywhere in Brazil. And to add to that point, I had a chick that walked into my house. Unfortunately, the door was open, looking for my roommate with a knife.
Whoa.
I constrained her. I took her outside. Now, right above me lived a black chick. It so happened that she was out there on her balcony drinking wine. As I put the chick down and her yelling at me that I couldn't do that to women, the knife fell off her shorts or whatever. And I just looked up at her and I said, "What would you have me do?" And I went back inside and called the cops.
Yep.
A couple of days later, she got arrested. A couple of days later, I got a call from the assistant district attorney, and she told me that the judge gave her a second chance. Now, CJ, if that was you entering my house with a knife, would the same thing have happened? Would you have gotten a second chance?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so let me, before I get to you,
So
Marcus,
to answer the question,
Yeah, go
yes,
ahead.
you have to check these chicks, because either way you look at it, either way you dice it or slice it, the consequences for them are not the same, ugly or otherwise.
So we checking them with the same energy we would check Bonquisha.
Facts.
Yes.
Okay.
Her
Go
name
ahead,
is
Marcus.
probably one Bonquisha.
Huh?
Her name
you
is
say,
probably
cuz?
Bonquisha anyway.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing, bro? Thank you for having me up on the panel, man.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, shout out to everybody, man. I'm about to answer your question, bro. This is an issue not just in America, bro, but in Australia and the UK and Canada. So a lot of Western societies. It just so happens that in America, you gotta definitely check. You know, I heard some dudes say that their parents will do a background check on this chick before, or not just this chick, but a chick that's attractive in general. Because nowadays you can't sleep on any chick. We just had a dude the other day, or it was already a few months old that happened. where his girlfriend, who was the OnlyFans chick, deleted him. Right? Other people reacted to the video. I think Poppy reacted to it, and I think Lil Podcast reacted, and then Daryl and them reacted to it. But you got to check for these chicks. Don't just fall for the looks, you know. And you got to watch out, watch your back, because you never know. And just vet the chick and see if you can find out people that know. Dig into her, see her past real quick.
It take a strong man,
yeah,
to tell this woman no.
Facts.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
You got to really be standing on something. Like you can't pretend, cause she'll bring the bitch out you if you ain't if it's there.
Fact.
That's a fact. I mean, look at her, bro. Like she gonna bring it. If you
Oh, yeah,
ain't
she's
standing
beautiful.
strong,
She's really
it's
beautiful.
over. She is, and it's over with, bro. If you don't stand on your square, it's over with. Did we get everybody on it?
But here's the thing, CJ. Though, if you used to girls like this, my nigga, this doesn't face you at all.
Yep.
I think
she got options.
I think that's true to a degree, but I also think it's just like if you really stand firm, no matter what, no matter if you've been with a woman like that or not. I do think it's a little bit of what you're saying, but I think it's more of what you stand on as a man, because you got guys that run through chicks like this and simp to every last one of them.
Usually the niggas that be running through this, bro, they reckless. So girls like reckless behavior. They always tend to chase the reckless guy.
True.
When you it's like this, bro. And then I don't want to spill my game too much, but listen, when you act like you don't give a fuck, when you act like you don't give a damn, bro, they act more they get in line a little bit more. That's how it is, man.
I agree.
When they know that they can be replaced by their goddamn best friend, if you play those kind of games, they will get on your program, bro. I'm telling you that works. I've seen it work. I tried those theories before myself. They work very well. When you start kind of like becoming their personal pet, that ain't gonna work out for you, bro. That ain't gonna work out too well for you. But I mean, everybody gotta learn on their own, bro.
She got a jumper, bro. She shooting on a double rim. You know she a shooter. Look at her.
Don't get this stacked, bro.
And she got double cheeked up.
My boy getting hypnotized.
Nah, bro, I had to unfollow this woman, bro. Like Ted's the one sent this to me so we could use it for the show, but like I had to literally unfollow this chick. She wasn't good for my health.
Is she like a famous, how you call it, an Instagram model?
Yep. I had to stop watching her.
If you go to my Instagram, like if you go to my Instagram, my Instagram game sucks. I only got like 500 plus followers, but I know everybody in there. You see what I'm saying? I don't follow no celebrity. I don't follow none of that. Like all the girls I follow and follow me back, I know them personally. So I don't be like everybody like they already get that title. I'm an Instagram model, like which in translation means that they unemployed.
Is this a wife, ladies and gentlemen and ladies?
It's somebody's wife.
She's a side chick number one.
Yeah, that's a ring though.
That's when y'all wrong. This is somebody's wife. Trust me.
Somebody else? The podcast. That's a wife.
I stand on side chick number one.
Man, listen, bro.
I'm talking about for y'all though, like not nobody. I'm talking about like, would you be okay with your wife moving like this?
Nope.
Hell no.
Ain't no
Chinese
way,
woman.
man.
The Chinese woman is God. The Chinese woman is God.
This man right here, boy.
I can't take it no more, man. Like
straight up
misogyny. Like this. Like I get what you're saying though, because like I told the story before how I used to have an Instagram, right? I built it on my porno page, and I was following all the half-naked big booty chicks, and this includes her. Right? I like this, but I followed her back when I think it was still real. I don't think that's real anymore. But I was following all of them, and then I realized, bro, after I started listening to Kevin Samuels, I just started realizing that I was participating and facilitating their ego.
Facts. 100%.
I started realizing that ego was one of the biggest problems that we face in our community, especially with our women. And so I just
Black woman
deleted
is
that
God
Instagram
again.
page and I stopped following all of them. You know what I'm saying? Just like I know it ain't gonna really make a difference. I'm just one dude. They don't even know who I am, but it wasn't like I was liking the pictures and all that anyway. So I just said, forget it. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask a question. Let me ask a question, podcast. Yeah, I want you to answer it first, and I want everybody to answer. So should we stop validating these women? Which I mean by that is the like, the comment, hell, the view, and also the ultimate validation, eggplant. Should we stop doing that?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said I don't want to participate in that anymore. Like it's weird with me though, dog. And the reason why is because I will watch the shit out of some porn. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, see this right here. This is like, you know how we talk about the women that use men for dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to go out and buy them stuff to eat and this and that. Like this is the version of that, right? Whereas porn, you went all the way in. I done watched you give great head or bad head, depending on the chick. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done bust all in your face. You know what I'm saying? The receipt game is real. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. For some strange reason, I can appreciate them more. This to me is toxic. You see what I'm saying?
Meaning this is the
this like Okimba is beautiful, right?
Right.
But and I like I said, I was following her when she was smaller, when it was still real. You know what I'm saying? And it was one of the best I ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's like you get on here, we all follow you, and because we follow you, they pay you.
Right.
And now this messes up your sense of morality, and it validates the delusion that you live in. Because you're gonna wait until you 50 years old for it to hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I was bad, I was fine, I did go all over the world, but either I ain't had no kids or I was a trash ass mama. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't got nobody to love me at this point. It's still niggas that's just hitting me and leaving. That's gonna be me for the rest of my life. And I just have to it's a bad look. But for some reason, bro, I don't judge the porn girls as harshly. I don't like the ones that's doing the amateur porn, like they doing it themselves and they just looking in the camera the whole time because they seeking attention and validation. Yeah, that shit sucks. Kill yourself, bitch. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that on the platform.
Oh, come on now. Really?
My bad. I forgot. We on YouTube.
Jeez, that boy.
Jeez.
Even though I do say that on my show. But no. But for some
bro.
reason, bro, I don't know why it is. I don't even know how I justify it in my mind, bro, that I give a little more grace to the girls that go all the way than I do with the girls that's on Instagram.
Well, let me pop in here and podcast. I feel 100% where you coming from, bro. Because honestly, I feel the same way, bro. And I'm like you, bro. And I'm like every man on this panel, bro. We didn't all did that validation to women. Shoot, I still follow some of them because I haven't gotten out of the mindset of the flesh side. You know what I'm saying? I see this, I like this, but I would never wife it. And
I like you, and I want you.
But it go to one of the things that we talk about, which is penis discipline. Like you gotta have it, man. It's so hard not to validate these women, especially when you a fleshly being. Like, bro, I believe in God. I'm a married man, but I still look, and I ain't gonna lie. My wife would know that. That ain't nothing that I gotta hide. The problem comes when you can't admit to yourself that that's what it is. And for me, bro, I've always been an introspective person. So, little podcast, I can feel 100% where you coming from when the women that's doing it professionally, because at least you getting paid. You all into this game. This what you do.
and you out the game of like me. Even it's not even a question if I'm gonna marry you.
Facts. I don't need to validate you the way I need to validate an Instagram model, because every time I double click and I put a heart on her page, she's elevated for this XXX actress. I ain't gotta do that. You feel me? I watch that. Yeah. For me, that's more for me. So little podcast. And one more thing, and we forgot to do this. Shout out to Jenny for the $20 cash app. Thank you so much. I've been seen and I just forgot. Thank you so much, Jenny.
Shout out to you, love.
But just to add a little bit more, man, I understand where my man Little Parker is coming from. Because the way he looking at it, he can correct me if I'm wrong, is Hunger doing the spicy movies, right? They are full blown deep into the whole game. You see what I'm saying? They already decided like this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get fake shoes. We're gonna get paid for it. So now this right here, this is I call it halfway tatting. Because you know you're trying to tie, but you're trying to be a little tight and shit like that. But you haven't full blown go into the whole game. You see what I'm saying? You haven't really displayed you are a full blown hoe. You doing the halfway. That's why I got a couple of homegirls that do the strip, right? And they come over here tell me stories and stuff like that. Beautiful women, and they be trying to impress me and shit like that. So this is what they do. They be like, oh my god. The Atlanta Hawks player came over here to my job, and he offered me $10,000 to smash. And I was like, yo, did you do it? No, I didn't do it. I can't sell my body. I'm like, yo, so you in the wrong business. You already a stripper. Like you think you better than the goddamn escort or girl that sell pussy. Niggas is renting it by you fucking giving them lap dances. Fuck you talk about? And that you like, nah, that's against my moral. Like, yo, you already butt naked. What are you talking about? Talk about morals? That's what I call a halfway measures, bro. Yeah. Like, yo, you already in the game.
Because they no such thing as halfway crooks.
Like, yeah, you already in the game. You might as well go all the way in.
But this is our weakness, bro. This here is our weakness.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Like, y'all gonna call me a liar, man. I don't listen. Like I said, people are more than welcome to go to my Instagram right now, man. I don't follow these people because I know, like Parker said, I don't participate. I've been like this since day one, bro.
Look at that.
I know when to like your fucking pictures. I know the only girls I follow is the girls that I actually know in real life. That either I'm did something with or I'm in the process of doing something.
But you
with
know
them.
you're not the majority, Poppy.
No, however, listen, I ain't perfect. Don't get me wrong. I look at it. You know what I mean? I look at it like just like the next person. But I know, like if somebody send it to me or something, but like I'm not looking for it. I'm not gonna inflate your ego a little bit more than what it is.
And people probably think we're being a creep by having this woman up here. But the reason I have it up here is because I want people that this will let you know if you're really disciplined. If you look at the words we're saying and you watching this video, if you think we're cap, you ain't ready. That's just a fact. Because you like I can look at this chick and be like, damn, she thick as hell. Now let me go make my hamburger help. Like I'm not even really concerned with it. But if this woman is in front of me, it might be a problem, bro. If my mentality is to not hit this chick, like I know she ain't wife material. I used this line the other day, bro. I won't stick my key in any house that I don't plan on making a home. But bro, it might not be a house, but that whole like 6 stories with a basketball court, a football field, an elevator, a refrigerator that bring the food up the stairs to you. Like it's hard to say no to that, bro.
Let's be honest, CJ, man. Like all of us, like man, I'm not gonna listen. This girl pop up in you and her alone past 8 o'clock at night, bro. Something's going down, bro.
It's not about smashing.
It's over with, bro. It's over, but it's validation.
Yep.
Like that's what we running.
So you saying when you smashing, we validating them?
Yes, sir.
I know that's not true from a male's perspective, but that's how they see it, bro.
X.
Like that is, and we can
They
say
conflate sexual attraction with relationship attraction.
It's a fact. It's just, and it's like we can say, well, that's stupid. How many times do we say what women think is stupid? Like it's reality at this point. So we're gonna keep knocking this chick down. I want to say no, and I'm working on it being a firm no, but today it is not a firm no. I'm 92% taking her down, bro.
But see, CJ, bro, you hitting on something that we talk about, and that's what we push on our podcast. Transparency. Lil Podcast did not have to say what he said, bro. But
Right.
he was transparent because he knew that was gonna reach a deeper point. I didn't have to say what I said about the way I felt when I was younger. Having that woman on my side would be validation. But I said it because I know other brothers go through that. So if I can say, hey, I done been through this, maybe it'll help other brothers say, you know what, Tez, I'm right there with you, bro. I'm going through that now. Or CJ, I can feel where you coming from. I'm going through that now. And that helps the conversation so much more, bro, when we can be transparent like that. So let me see. I'm just saying, man.
I get it. Like it helps the conversation, but it don't help me not clap them cheeks.
Them facts.
It's like you got to get to a point in your life where, like, I believe I'm getting there. Where it's like I'm getting to a point where, like, after I hear her, then what? Because I'm not wifing her. Like I'm strong enough to be like, nah, you not getting wife. I'm not shooting in you, nigga. I ain't had a kid for 7 years. That's the reason why. I ain't playing them type of games. But to say I wouldn't hit her, bro, right now, I ain't there yet. I'm getting there, but I ain't there yet. Lou, you been quiet for a minute. What you got, bro?
Yeah, like she will get hit. She will get hit.
Man, all I'm thinking about is the fact that someone is funding this behavior.
No.
That's what I'm thinking about right now.
Jesus, bro.
Someone is funding this behavior and it destroys lives. How many men's lives have been destroyed because of this right here?
Lou coming through tonight.
Hey, Lou, let me ask you a question real quick before you finish. When it comes to a video like this, bro, or when it comes to a woman like this, you said what?
No,
but you getting it in. Let me put you on mute.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Nah, man.
Bro.
Nah, man. The crazy part about it, all she did was bring me a garbage bag.
I don't know.
AKA condom, look, man.
See, I told
But
you.
when you say destroy lives,
cats.
You said what?
That's say when you mean what you mean this girl
Okay,
destroying lives.
let me expound.
Yeah.
Like I said, someone is funding this girl. Okay, she doesn't have a job. That is a fact. When other men fund,
she got a business though.
Sure, funded by. Okay, when other men fund this behavior, they are innately destroying their lives. Why? Because they are taking the resources that they have worked so hard for and they're putting it in a place that will bear no fruit. I'll say this, at least one marriage has had an argument because some clown sent this girl money. 100%.
But who fault is that though?
I'm not pointing fingers yet. All I'm saying is she doesn't have to be doing this behavior online, but she is. Now, if there's a fool that is sending her money, that is his fault 100% of the time.
Okay.
But it is also her fault for being on the internet and perpetuating this behavior. This is some serious stuff right here. This is crazy. They have millions of views, man. I mean, see, Andrew Tate was talking about the fact that he had to talk other men out on the internet from killing themselves because they were going on cam with
Deletion.
They were going on cam. I apologize. They were going on cam with his girls or whatnot, and they were distraught. And he had to create a plan in order to talk them out of killing themselves on webcam live. You don't think that's happening today, or clown?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Anybody got a
sure
response?
it's happening. It's happening quite often.
Man, listen, bro. I don't know about all that. Look, I try not to pay attention to a lot of things. Like I spent a whole lot of my life looking at all the worst. You know what I'm saying? Of everything, and using that, you know what I'm saying, as an excuse to maintain in my own self-pity and my own misery. So now we can, in conversation, we can say, yo, woo, and this and that. And it's like, yeah, that's messed up, and boom. Right. I'm trying to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta protect my own mental health. Yeah. I don't know how therapists and all those people do it, but there is a saying that therapists and psychologists need therapy damn near just as much as everybody else, if not more. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because they be taking so much in and rarely getting anything out. So one thing I will say about the Andrew Tate cat, Natasha Vincent said this earlier, and I concur 100%. The more I listen to him, the more I agree with him. I know it's brash. You know what I'm saying? I know it's some of it is ego driven because he talk real fast. You know what I'm saying? He's like the masculine Ben Shapiro. You know what I'm saying? He talk real fast, but it's more aggressive. But I cannot deny what he's saying.
I like
keeping it 100. Yeah, Ben is cool. But you know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about it, is that for me, bro, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop down, bro. But for me, the podcast is they're therapeutic for me, right? It's a whole lot of things that I get out of them, but one of the things that I like the most is that I get to listen to and watch brothers and sisters, but brothers, be intellectual, to talk about things in a deeper way, from a deeper perspective, to go deeper than just surface thinking. You know what I'm saying? We get to be connected, even though often the thing that is connecting us is the dysfunction in the community. But we all seeing right, the end of it, the end result, the solutions. I think even if we have different ways to get to it, we all looking at it like, man, look, we want to see black families, we want to see black communities, we want to see black society, we want damn near Wakanda. We want to get to as close to Wakanda as we can. You know what I'm saying? Without it, right, and without it being, you know what I'm saying, overtly racist.
Yeah.
And so because of that, man, I salute y'all for real. Salute Poppy, Lou. Marcus just showed up.
Salute, brother.
Sir Hale was here earlier. Salute to him.
Little podcast.
We got Super Sunday tomorrow, but it's Sir Hale's show too. So, but man, bro, let's keep doing this. And I said it before. I ain't gonna hesitate to say it again, bro. The other part that y'all do, that's big to me, bro. I got a lot of respect that y'all can pull that off. Straight up.
Oh, okay.
That's big to me. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have that facility, the camera work, get the girls in there, have them conversations, the editing, all of that is really dope. And as much as I mess with CJ about being a better rapper and all of that, the boy is talented. And man, I'm just thankful, bro, that the universe, you know what I'm saying, led me into a space where I can hang out with y'all guys, man. I really appreciate it.
Salute, bro.
Appreciate that, bro.
No doubt, Poppy, Lou.
Salute, brother.
Tez, in a minute, bro.
All right, bro.
You take care, boss.
And see, look, I want to say something because we ain't gonna go too much long. I'm gonna give everybody their final thoughts. But we want to make this clear, because I believe in the principles that the manosphere was built on, right? Because I saw it from the beginning. I know what it was supposed to be. It was for brothers to come learn, chop up game, and vent. I mean, that's basically what it was. But we have to move forward, bro. And we've been getting more results based as far as what we do is with our podcast. We didn't do this show to show you ass. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of it. You feel me? But I wanted it on screen. Tez wanted it on screen because we want to show you what, especially young brothers, what you're gonna be faced with out here. It's easy to say I'm a man. It's easy to say I'm not gonna be irresponsible with my, whatever. It take discipline, it take practice, it take consistency, bro. And if you want a wife, those women we just had on camera, I mean, look, I don't know them personally, but the way that they moving, you heard every guy. These are not wives. Mm-hmm. And it's a reason for that. Those answers are not just we're guessing. That come from experience. I've dealt with a woman that thick before. I've dealt with a woman. Look, the things that they can do. If you're not psychologically right, bro, they can take you over. So we want you to understand what you should look for in a woman. And if your goal is marriage and family, you have to be able to decipher what is a wife and what is just the woman that you want to deal with for the night or for the time being. That's why we did this. And it wasn't to shade those women. They made their choice, live in it, but we're going to call a duck, especially if it quack. You know what I mean? So Ted, you go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Say what you got to say. Then we get the guys their last words.
Yeah, man. So just to follow up on that, I just want to say to every brother that came up on the panel that's up here now, we appreciate y'all, bro. Like doing this podcast, doing the YouTube thing, I think everybody on here creators. If you not get a page, you will see. It's not an easy thing to do, bro. And to be able to have these conversations and have them transparently and openly, bro, you always putting a target on your back. So for y'all brothers to come on this panel and speak your opinions, not belittling, not berating, just being honest, I appreciate it, bro. Like it mean a whole lot to the podcast, bro. And we are very grateful to have y'all doing this, bro. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Poppy.
You guys, man.
Your final thoughts, Poppy.
Good show, man. If you haven't subscribed to my man CJ, man, please do, man. Do yourself, baby. Yeah, do yourself a favor, subscribe, man. They got some good stuff going on over here, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get better. Last word about now, yeah, this wasn't. I hope nobody take whoever watching on the replay and whoever was watching in the chat doesn't take like a women bashing number. We just talking. It might not necessarily be 100% true, but goddamn, it's real close. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
real close. Still will be an 8. It still will get an 8. So yes, this is from what I understand is for the guys. You might help a guy over there trying to like look at life from a different point of view. Like, yeah, man, like it's good. It's good looking bros out there. Just don't take no shit from no girls, man. You know what I mean? Just find your work on yourself, get your money up, get your stuff up, and then you know what I mean. But don't let this girl get you out of your quote unquote purpose. I know that's like a little cliche to say, but don't let people get you out of your rhythm. And just like move like a man, bro. You know what I mean? You need advice, man. He the elder in your family. You know what I mean? Those people got the best advice, man. Like for me, man, my favorite people in the world, man, my idols, my grandpa. You see what I'm saying? My grandma. You know what I mean? I mean, my grandma ain't here no more, so now I got my little grandpa now and shit like that. Old as hell, but he still call him, talk to him, stuff like that. So that's like the people. They're gonna give it to you raw. They're gonna give it to you with no chaser. You see what I'm saying? And just work on yourself, man. Nobody's perfect, but goddamn, you every day you're trying to strive to be a better version of yourself than the last day, than the day before that. Too. Yeah.
All right, my boy. I appreciate you, Poppy, man. We're gonna link again, brother. Appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
All
Anytime.
All right. Let me get my brother Lou. Let me fix the screen. My bad. I'm still be trying to work this shit out, bro. All right, Lou, final thoughts, brother. Final thoughts.
First of all, I appreciate being up here as it is my first time. It's very good to have these conversations. And like Poppy said, if you're a man, focus on yourself and do what you can do every single day to become a better version of yourself, to become a little better than you were yesterday, because that is all we ask of you as a man. And for the women, look, we're saying these things because we understand the repercussions of making certain decisions as a man, and most women don't. So I want to ask women to please do not continue to hit men under the belt, like in boxing. If you hit someone under the belt so many times, they lose a point. They may even stop the fight. Women, please stop hitting men below the belt with these videos, these thirst traps, with your words, with your conniving ways sometimes, because we don't deserve it. We're trying to be better, not only for our society, but for women also as a whole, because we've built this world for everyone to partake. So that's it for me. I will be back. Thank you for having me up.
For sure, brother. We appreciate you. Make sure you come back, brother. I really appreciate your perspective, for real.
Definitely, Lou. We appreciate you, brother. Get well soon too, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I thank you guys. And I'm only 27, so I'm very young, and I'm just looking to I mostly like to listen, and if I have anything good to add, I always appreciate being here.
Hey, you did your thing today, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, my brother Marcus. Final thoughts. I know you came in a little late, but you cooked too, so go and give your final thoughts, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, bro. I think it's like that's not my first time. I think it's my second time up here, but I've been trying to die out here and come over here and show you support, bro. Because this is you're always a dude I look in the panels, man. I respect your opinion, bro. I understand where you're coming from, and the plight of men is something serious to take care of and something to seriously focus on. Because I think for a while, man, we don't have like a space like that to vent like this. We've heard of the whole quote unquote locker room talk, but even that space isn't safe anymore, and even that space is dictated now, right? And I just appreciate y'all conversation, y'all gentlemen, and I appreciate whether you're from the South or from the North, but I just want to say thank you, man, and appreciate you.
Man, Maul, we appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you. Like I said, I didn't know you. I'm glad to have you on the platform, no, bro. But man, we'll be honored to have you back, bro, because this is what we do here, man. We'll have these type of conversations often. So we'll definitely love your opinion, brother.
Oh man, I appreciate it, bro. And last thing not to chill, but leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the Cash App, PayPal to FYE100 Podcast. I know they're out in Memphis. Shout out to Memphis, big country, because I had a homeboy on my football team in college and high school and football and college, like big country. So you guys represent, man. And shout out to the music, the barbecue, and the women. And y'all are a strong community out there, man, because it's a community out there that I know is strong, especially in the South. And even though I'm from the West Coast and I'm from Cali, and I got family in Mexico and did my time in the military, and I met people around the world for a bit. But bro, just keep doing your thing. Keep your head up high. You're a good father. If plural, I mean fathers, if both y'all have kids, families, whatever, just keep doing your thing and don't let nobody ever shame you and take you out of your square.
Appreciate that, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Make sure you come back, man, and check out some of our content, bro. We're gonna keep coming with more and
Got
more.
you. Memphis strong, baby. Big country.
Yes, sir. Man, bro. Wow.
I think Black Man wanted to come say some words, I think, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap the show up. So, Black Man, I think I dropped the link. I'll drop it again for you. We're gonna wrap this up. So I always love to hear what you gotta say, brother. So if you got time, just come up real quick. I just dropped the link. But what's your thoughts so far, Ted, man? Like, I think this was a great show.
I do too, man. Honestly, bro, I appreciate the love at the end, bro. Man, me and you talk about this all the time about how taxing this can be, especially on YouTube. And to have that support, man, and have the guys with us, it mean a lot. As far as the overall show, I think shows like this are so important. And the fact that your cousin actually came on, bro, if we help that one brother,
Facts.
I'm good. This night was worth it because we understand how bad it can be for an emotional man that don't understand how to vet his woman. You know, we just seen a case where this brother deleted his kids because his baby mama slept with another guy, and he deleted himself. So it's so important that we able to have these conversations and talk to brothers and be able to do it like this, bro. So I appreciate everybody that came on, you know.
So we got Black Man in the back. We're gonna bring him up for a hot second just to give me some, because I mean, and I ain't rushing you either, brother. So when you come on, drop your spiel. Black Man.
Come on, man.
What's happening,
going on, brother?
Man, I'm sorry for my tardiness, but I'm.
You cut out.
You muted, Black Man.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry for my tardiness, man. You know, I had that family stuff today at the funeral and all that stuff, man. So
you good, man.
I got back a little later, man, but I am a man of my word. And so I wanted to make sure. That's why I text you, brother. I want to make sure y'all was still on so I could get in here.
Yes, sir.
How do we vet a woman? My God. Hold on a second. I need a little light in here. It's a little dark. Hell no, I want to stay in the dark. Listen, how do we vet a woman? You can vet them all day. And I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. You can vet a woman all day. You can tell a woman all day that she's that you know, I see you. You know, you can see her response to her mom. You can see her response to her dad, her siblings, how she is in public. But I'm here to tell you, I'm a movie guy. I love movies, and I watched a movie called *Malignant*. And in this movie, there was a young lady that was pregnant, and her husband was very abusive. And one day he hit her head. He hit her so hard her head hit the wall. And when her head hit the wall, something triggered inside of her head. And when she came to, her husband was deceased. He was deleted. What she later found out in the movie, let me hurry the movie up for you, fast forward a little bit. What she found out is that she had a twin brother. And when she was younger, her twin brother, they couldn't save him, but parts of him and his personality stayed in her mind. And it only came out when it was triggered. And now the little brother would consciously put the sister to sleep and use her body to delete people. And then she would wake up in a pool of blood, not knowing where she was and how it got there. Well, let me take that and put it into terms today when vetting women. A woman can be malignant. She can walk around all day with a smile on her face. She can be the best person. She can bring clarity to your life. She can be a good stepmother to your children. She can meet your mother and tell your mother how beautiful she is. You can look and she can tell you the day of the week. She can fix you coffee. But that woman, I've dealt with this. I'm telling you this from an anecdotal experience. Women can go 3 years. I hear my preacher voice coming here. Women can go 3 years and treat you like a king. But the one time you say something that triggers that monster, you immediately become the servant. How many men out there right now have dated a woman, then married her, and she treated you so good, but then one day in an argument that you never had before, you're expressing how you feel as a man, and she said, I don't have to respect you, bitch ass nigga. You're just like my daddy. Then what happens? But now you see a side of her, and now it's too late to back out because now she's 6 months pregnant. Now she done had the baby, or she done had the baby, or now she's your wife. And now you have more to lose because you was dealing with a mental imposter.
Hey.
She had a mental issue. She had something going on up top. And now, soon as you piss her off 3 years in, now here comes that demon that's been living in her. Now you get to see it, and now you thinking to yourself in your car on the way to work, what the hell did I just see? Lord have mercy. Let me give you my story, and I'm going to hang this up for tonight. I remember I was dating this girl one time. She was wonderful. Oh my God, had the best head this side of Mississippi. She had the best. She had the best head this side of Mississippi. Made you curl your toes and made you pop your back. The girl could give you chiropractic work just by giving you head. She make you twist and pop everything. Huh? She had the best sex ever, huh? She was a sex. I believe in my heart she could have been a sex education teacher. She spoke well. She met my mother. She met my siblings. I met her mother and her siblings. And one day,
These women have fucked you niggas up.
exactly. And one day, you gotta send me that. And one day, she was in in Louisiana, women sit down in the tub. One day I walked in the room and bathroom, she was in the tub, bucket naked. And I walked in and I threw some water on her. I said, hey, go out that tub. And I threw the water, and somehow it triggered something that her daddy did to her when she was a child. And as soon as I threw the water, she said, you got me fucked up, bitch ass nigga. What the fuck will you put some water in my face, bitch? Mm-hmm. That's my face.
Yeah.
I figured.
I said, who are you? And what the fuck did you do with the other one? What happened? Don't even play with me. I said, oh no, I'm out.
Facts.
Yeah.
I left. And she come following me to the house. I'm sorry, sometimes I get like, so let me now you're telling me that there's something on the inside of you, living on the inside of you that you hadn't tamed, and now you want me to commit to your demon.
No.
I can't. Men out there, listen to me. She may be fine. She may have the best head. She may have the best coochie. She may have the best conversation. She may be good in front of your mama, but she's full of drama. And don't commit. Listen to me. You committing yourself to two type of women. You committing yourself to an imposter, and you also committing yourself to the demon. I'm only asking men that you think about it. I'm only asking men that you think before you put your dick in.
Yeah.
I'm only asking that you think, because vetting, you can vet all that. That's why I tried to tell Bolo, no, you got to vet. No, you can vet women all day long, but at the same time, you can vet them 3 years and down the line, something to trigger. And guys, I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. I'm not a doctor. This is not a medical class. But how many kids have you known that went 8 years in their lives, 9, 10 years, and then find out something triggered in their mind at 11 years old, and now they're autistic? Or they got a learning disability, or they starting to they have to take pills to keep their focus because their brain ain't functioning well. How many grown-ups? Let's talk about the children. I mean the grown-ups. How many grown-ups have mental crises and have mental breakdowns and mental where they have to go to the psych ward? You see them I remember a woman named Ada Means. Shout out to Ada. Lord have mercy. I remember a woman named Ada Means. She was a beautiful woman, had a daughter in pageants. Her husband was well. You could tell that she was good for him. He was good for her. And one day something happened to her daughter. Her daughter passed away. And I think they were married for 6 or 7 years maybe. And her daughter passed away. And when her daughter passed away, she went from being the thin woman that worked out every day with the long, pretty hair, black woman, sexy, big titties, big ass, love and support her husband. She was on the committee for the town and all type of stuff. And guess what she's doing today? She's walking around the town. She's divorced. She's walking around the town with a dress on, nothing under it. She's 400 pounds, walking around talking to herself and beating herself in the head every day. So you can. He vetted her. He when he married her, he said, "Man, I'm gonna be with this woman." But 8 years in, after they lost her daughter, she had a mental breakdown, a mental crisis that caused her to go so crazy that she started walking out in public butt naked. She started overeating, got to 400 and some pounds, overeating, talking to herself, screaming. In the middle of the night, she jumping on her husband, choking him in his sleep. So we can vet. He vetted that woman. For 8 years, she was 7 or 8 years, she gave him the best time of his life. But when year 9 came and they lost that baby, she went crazy. That's all I got to say tonight. You can vet all you want to, but demons hide. And demons only, if you go biblical, demons only come out in the vulnerable. So when your wife or your girlfriend in a vulnerable state and she get pissed off with you, you're gonna see that demon. Like so many YouTube creators right now. Come on, somebody. I've seen entire panels of demons. Women that beat their husbands up, women that talk bad to men, women that think that talking down on men, but don't understand that it took a dick to get them here. Somebody come out and say amen tonight.
Amen.
It took a penis to go inside of a vagina to get you here, but the very thing that got you here, you talk down on it, but it was up in your mama when your mama was hoeing around and that hoe had you, and now you on a panel talking about hoish men when your mama taught you how to be one. Somebody ought to clap their hands tonight. We got demons out here right now. I can start name dropping, but I don't want your channel to get fucked up. I don't want nobody to come to you. It's a whole bunch of them out here. The demons. Yeah. I know them. You know them. You know them. You the ones that put makeup on, but you really can't see the makeup because the demon's showing his face more than the makeup is.
All right, black man. All right.
We talk about the women out here that got the weave in their head that's been in their head for 7 months because they don't have no man in their life to pay for it because their hair can't get done. The women out here that's living in duplexes. But on Facebook with backgrounds. Some of you women, drop your backgrounds and let's see what your kitchen look like. Let's see your TV right by your sink because you can't afford to be in a place because you don't want your man and your kids.
Man.
I'm here to talk tonight.
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
I'm telling you because I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. They get on here and have these greens. Look what you see is what you get here. I built this damn shed here. I had Tough Shed come build this bitch, and I put everything in here: electricity, walls, everything. I can take a camera, but I can also take you in my house and show you something different. My stove and my TV ain't side by side. I guarantee you. If you go in my house, I can show you. I can take you on a tour. Maybe one day I may do MTV Cribs in this bitch. But some of these women got these green screens, but when you drop the green screens, listen, I said this today on Sir Hill Speaks. Shout out to Sir Hill. I was on Sir Hill.
We missed something. We didn't miss something.
Oh yeah, I shout out to Sir Hill Speaks. I was on Sir Hill today, and we were talking about women talking about men ain't shit, But half the women that's on here talking on these platforms, I'm hearing your smoke detector go off because ain't no man in there. You don't even have no control. You talking about women don't need we can raise our own kids. We got control of our kids. But the same women that said they got control of their kids got the highest crime areas in the country because you raising the kids as a single mother. But you're the best nurturer. Come on, I'm here to cast stones tonight.
Jeez.
A man ain't shit, but when you doing your live, my daughter came in here a few minutes ago, and I ain't have to say nothing. All I had to do was this, and she walked out and shut the door out of respect. But half the women on here don't have no man, so when they doing their lives, their kids coming to put their fingers in their mouth while they trying to do a goddamn live because you have no control over your kids. I'm done.
Come on now, man.
Okay.
I got some smoke to goddamn. When there's smoke, there's fire. I got it for him tonight. You want me to start name dropping?
No.
Okay.
Nah. We know where you at.
I'm kind of with you. I'm about to do a little bit best. We'll look. You know what? We'll chop it up in the back chat. How about that?
Yes. Them hoes in there. These hoes ain't loyal. And then they wonder. Listen. Then they wonder why you go and listen to me. I have a homeboy named Donovan. I'm gonna get him on my show because he a rapper, and I used to sing his hooks for him. And now he big time. He went to California. I couldn't do it. I got a damn family. I can't leave my family and say see y'all later. But anyway, he's doing great, and I wish him the best. But he was with a black girl, and he said he dated 100 of them. And he said he just never could get the right one. And one night he met one that had 2 kids, moved to 2 kids and her in his apartment. I said, oh, Lord, help you. After he moved to me, he said one night he got up to pee. So he seen the flashing light on the wall. She going through his phone, scrolling through his phone, writing down numbers so she can call him the next day. He said, get you and your kids and get out my house.
Hey.
Now he married to a whole white girl. The boy walking around happier than a sissy with a bag of dicks.
All right. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
I see y'all in the back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get this man off the camera. He's hot tonight. Oh my God.
Jeez.
We're gonna chop it up in the back, Black. We're gonna chop it up in the back. Golly.
Lord have mercy.
Ted's final thoughts. Goddamn. Whoo. Black
Man. My final thoughts.
You good, Lou? We got you.
Man, bro, black man just came through and preached and that boy cleaned out the cathedral today. Whew, okay, all right. My final thoughts, bro.
I'm all focused in this,
bro. Me too, like, bro. Like, golly. So yeah, final thoughts.
Yeah.
Even though black man came in like that, we know what his ultimate message is, which is sometimes you don't know, man. Yep. And in order to know, you have to go through these things. And that's one thing I can say. I have always said, I need to know you when you upset, when you're sad, when you're scared, because until then, I don't know what you got in you. And black man, bro, he did a perfect job of, man, putting that out. So look, black man, we salute. Look, everybody that was on the panel, thank y'all so much once again, man. Thank you for the cash apps, the likes. We gonna work on them likes and them cash apps in the future because we know we can do better. But thank y'all so much for support, man. We appreciate it. That's all I got, bro.
Jesus
man,
Christ.
I'm telling you.
I mean, bro, and we mentioned this earlier. It is more of a risk to be married today. It just is. And he didn't lie about one thing he said. But even with that said, you have to vet, because if you don't, you definitely done. You know what I'm saying? So vet as best you can, but I'm gonna keep it 100. It's not 100% proof. It is a risk at the end of the day.
Yes, sir.
I went through it myself. Luckily, I fought it hard enough to my daughter right next to me, 3 feet away from me. You know what I'm saying? I got her. But it's a challenge, brothers. But at the end of the day, family is the answer. Yes, and in order to have a family, you need a woman. Let me not do that. I ain't even gonna play that game. But you need a family. So vet as best you can and have a relationship with God that He give you discernment. God is the 100% answer to figuring this out. I don't care what nobody beliefs are. That the reality, the proof is in the pudding. Create another human being to tell me God ain't real.
Yes, sir.
But on that note, we're gonna wrap this up, man. So for your guy CJ 100,
your guy Tez the 5.
We are the 5100 podcast. You dig.
Enough yet that way.
Once again, man, thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate it. Make sure that if you didn't hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Cash App, PayPal, whatever, bro. We appreciate the support. We appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much.